From the StreamYard studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John DeMarco.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy! We're glad you're here. Joining us, as always, is our co-host and game board designer, Professor Brainy Specs.
Hey, John. It's good to be here. How are you?
Good, thanks. We'll say hello to everyone in the chat as well. T-Dowd was first many hours ago, so I'm glad he stopped by to wish us luck. Also, Mikey was here earlier. I don't know if he's back yet, but glad you could stop by. I want to say hello also to Jay and Tokyo Trekker. Glad you're here, gentlemen. Hello also to Bird of Prey 5, Kapla. Greetings also to Mercer Creates and our leading crewman. And hello also to Thomas Potts. And oh, look, T-Dowd is back. Glad you can make it back in time for the show.
Yay.
And with that, we'll go ahead and bring up our contestants for round one. We already have several people backstage. But if you'd like to be in one of the later rounds, you can go ahead and click on that link that's pinned at the top of the chat. We'll bring up our first contestants now. Greetings to Tokyo Trekker, leading crewman, and Mercer.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello
I had to adjust my sound settings this morning, so can anyone tell me if I'm echoing? I really hope not.
Sounds
No
fine.
echo.
That's good. That's
Why is everything echoing?
good.
Sorry. I'm kidding.
That's all right. That's fine. How is everyone?
Doing fine. How are you?
What is this? What is this show that we're on? What are we doing?
This is Wheel of Fortune.
This
Oh, okay.
exactly. That's what I was just going to say. Welcome to the Wheel of Fortune.
You have to buy a vowel.
You guys remember Sale of the Century?
Yes,
I
I
do.
remember that.
Yeah, I like that show. I used to always want to buy the stuff, lose the money.
I thought that was an Australian-made show. Was that made by America first?
It aired in America. I forget the host's name, but he was like the perfect talk show host, like
Oh,
the perfect game show host. Like he did Card Sharks as well, and he was just so game show hosty.
cool. There was an Australian version and we had a New Zealand version as well. And every so often, because Australia and New Zealand are so close, we'd have a battle of the Tasman between the Tasman Sea, meaning the sea that divides us, and we'd have Australians against New Zealanders. It was always a lot of fun.
Thomas
Oh,
says
yeah, I
I'm
haven't been to
a little
Australia.
echoey.
I won't
Am I
be able
still-
to show up next weekend.
No, you were never echoing. Thomas is being
I will
facetious.
be
messing
in
with
Florida
me?
next weekend.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you can go meet John. I mean, he's in Florida. You can
I
play
won't have
from
the
his
time.
house, maybe.
I'm gonna be riding the Millennium Falcon.
Is that what they're calling horses now?
Is there a ride?
Yeah, there's a Millennium Falcon ride that I'm gonna be going on.
Cool.
Wow.
Cannot wait.
Well, have fun.
Thank you.
I'd rather be on the Enterprise D bridge, but you know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
always like the cockpit of the Falcon. I don't like, a lot of the new stuff, but whatever. Anyway, what
Enterprise
is
D
this?
always
Is it
has
a
a
game
Death
about
Star.
Star Trek or Star Wars or Star Blazers or Star?
Star
Oh,
Poison.
I love Star Blazers. That's a great show.
Yeah,
Space
I've never
Battleship
heard of
Yamato.
That
Yamato.
was Star Command.
I've
It's
never
actually
heard
about Star Girl.
I've never heard of Star Blazers.
The Star.
You have or you have not?
I have not.
It's Japanese.
It is
Oh.
Japanese, and they called it Space Battleship Yamato in Japan.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Well, are we
I
ready
like
for round
wave
one?
motion gun. I like that
I'm
ship.
over ready to go.
Yes, please.
I got a championship to defend.
Indeed, you
Sounds
do.
good.
I'm
Now-
taking it down, Tokyo.
Yeah, I'll probably lose. I just said it.
No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Well, if we're ready to play, let's do it. Let's play Jeopnerdy.
Yeah.
Klingons.
Oh,
Are they proper Klingons?
Of course. Chess.
It's probably a good thing Bird isn't playing this round.
You probably have trouble with that
let's ask the
category.
questions.
He probably would with Klingons.
Voyager opening scenes. You're going to identify the episode from a shot.
From a shot.
Borg actors and actresses.
Screenshot.
Screenshot, I mean. Sorry. And Mars.
Interesting.
I've never been able to play chess, so I'm not going to be good at that category.
Oh, we shall see, leading crewman. We shall see. And Tokyo Trucker, you get to pick first.
As long as we don't have to name the gambit with Spock used in Where No Man's Gone Before, I'd be fine with that. Mars for 500.
It's for 5.
Samuel Cogley's list of important treatises about human rights included the Magna Carta, the U.S. Constitution, and this document associated with Mars.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good question. I'm going to pass.
Leading crewman.
I
Mercer.
know. No,
I have to pass on that one. Thank you.
It was the fundamental declarations of the Martian colonies.
Oops, sorry.
Leading
Thanks,
crewman,
Mercer.
can you be the first to score some points? It's your turn.
Is that sin?
I'm going to go Klingons for 2, please.
Klingons for 2.
Kirk told this Klingon that he'd kill him later. He lied.
What is... I've got to remember his name right. What is Malt?
That's correct.
I do not deserve to live. Fine.
I didn't have the Z on the end. I thought it ended with a T. Does it still count?
It's close enough.
Okay, thanks.
It's named after milkshake.
Oh, really?
Mercer.
Malt's chocolate chip.
Can I take Klingons for 500?
Yes, you can.
Nice.
Would you like me to reveal that clue?
Yes. Thank you.
After assimilation, this general was able to visit Unimatrix Zero and would go on to be part of the resistance against the collective.
I will have to pass.
Tokyo.
Who is Kavak?
I'm afraid not.
No.
Leading crewman.
Pass.
You're off by too much. His name was Korak.
Karak.
All right, you got that one wrong, Tokyo, but you get to choose the next clue.
Mars for 4.
The doctor took her on a date in a 57 Chevy in a holographic recreation of Mars.
Oh, crap. What was her name? Was her
I
name
think that's
Pell?
what they're looking for.
It was Pell?
That's correct. It was
Yep.
Janara Pell.
Dinar Pell, yep.
Leading crewman, you've got a slight lead. It's your turn.
Borg actors and actresses for 2, please.
Susanna Thompson. Want to know who did she play?
Who is the Bull Queen?
That's correct.
Had me worried there, leading crewman. Mercer, it's your turn.
I did it for suspense.
I'll take Klingons for 400.
After losing his forehead ridges, he was worried that even his targ wouldn't recognize it.
I know the guy. I'm just trying to think of his name. The dude. Who is Pass?
Tokyo.
Who was on talk?
Correct.
That's it. That's what I was said.
Cinnabon wants us to turn on the closed captions. Or to speak up, one or the other.
Turn your speakers upside.
Tokyo, it's your turn.
Oh, Mars for 3.
One of his ancestors was a pilot who flew the first orbital glider over the lower Martian plateau.
This was a $300 question. Holy crap. This is $300 question. This should have been 5. 9. Nope. Pass.
Leading crewman.
I think I know, but I'm not confident. Pass.
Pass.
I wonder if somebody would think of Tom Paris when thinking about famous pilots.
Oh, so was Archer.
True.
That makes no sense, Thomas. Moving right along. Leading crewman. Your turn.
I'm gonna go Klingons for 3, please.
She was the only Klingon Quark knew who drank something besides blood wine or prune juice.
Oh, what was his name?
That's what we want to know.
Would the answer's Quark's wife be acceptable?
Now you're a little bit more specific than that.
Pass.
Mercer.
Who is Grolka?
That's correct.
Okay. I should remember quicker. Never mind.
And Mercer, you got that one right. And it's your turn.
Borg for 400.
Brian Cousins.
Do I have to name the character or the episode?
Yeah, name the Borg character that he played.
Pass.
Tokyo.
Stuck between somebody from Descent and 1. Who was 1?
That is incorrect.
That's what I thought.
Leading crewman.
I'm gonna guess who is you?
That is also incorrect. He was from Descent. He played Croesus.
Croesus.
Welcome, Brad Wolf. Tokyo Trucker, your turn.
I'll take Hugh for 100.
Guessing that's Borg actors and actresses you want?
Uh-huh.
Jerry Ryan.
Jerry Ryan.
Okay, I should have guessed this one too. Who is 7 of 9, tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01, and captain of the Enterprise.
Oh, there might be people in the audience who haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
I hate to go on the side here, leading crewman, but now Enterprise is officially canon, and Trip never died.
Oh, he didn't.
Nope.
I wasn't aware of that.
I wasn't
Right.
aware.
Okay.
He never
this-
died. That was a hologram. And Riker's actions during that hologram affected how it played out. So he never died.
See,
That episode was
Interesting.
anyway.
Who never died? I missed who never died.
Trip.
Oh,
Tucker.
okay.
Lane Crewman, it is your turn.
Klingons for one, please.
Sorry?
Klingons for one, please.
I thought you said Blingons.
Sorry, no, Klingon.
In his first appearance, he declared himself to be the military governor of Organia.
It was cool.
That's right.
Got a tight game going. Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take chess for 400.
According to an Organian observer inhabiting him, this officer was the ship's champion at chess on the NX-01.
Who is Reed?
That's right.
Because Trip was the Go champion.
Okay, Mercer, you took the lead, but it's Tokyo's turn.
Voyager for 3.
Excuse me? Oh, Voyager opening scenes.
Voyager for 3.
Thank you, Cinnabon, for that delightful poem.
Where's my nerve? He got married and drive. Crap. My mistake is nope. Pass.
Lane Crewman.
Pass.
Sure.
Pass.
That was from Course Oblivion, where their duplicates got married.
Oh yeah.
Lane Crewman, your turn.
I thought you were the president.
It was
That's a long story.
It was ages ago.
Thomas is calling us fools.
Yeah, because Thomas didn't know it. Wouldn't know it either. Good luck.
Lane
Yes, it's a
Crewman.
challenge.
Sorry. Voyager opening scenes for 2. What is friendship 1?
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Mercer.
What is relativity?
That is also incorrect.
Tokyo.
What is one small step?
That is correct.
okay.
Are you on like a Mars kick today, guys?
For this round, anyway.
I
I've
had
never
nothing
been
to
there.
do with these questions, so
I've never been to Mars. What do you expect?
well, maybe you can get the
No,
next Mars one correct. It's your turn, Mercer.
Or maybe on the next Starship launch.
yeah.
Watch out for
Kabooey.
graviton ellipses, though.
Yeah, true. Kaboom.
I'll take Borg for 500.
Marley S. McLean.
Pass.
Tokyo.
Negative.
Basson.
Yep.
Lane Crewman.
Pass again.
She played Mazati on Voyager.
Well, you know I don't watch that show.
That doesn't matter.
You watch more
It really
Voyager
does.
than I do.
If I don't watch the show, I can't answer questions.
Well,
We
that's not
could.
our fault.
It wouldn't necessarily be correct, but you could answer them.
Tokyo, it's your turn.
Voyager for 4. Oh yeah, I love this episode. Just gotta remember the name of it. Hold on.
Is that a camera smudge? I can't even tell what I'm looking at. Are you looking it up too? Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking it up.
I
He's
don't remember
cheating.
the name of it.
He's
Pass.
like, I know the episode, but I
Leading
don't.
crewman. Leading crewman.
You guys talked
Pass.
You pass?
Yeah.
Mercer.
What is ex post facto?
I knew that episode. I just couldn't think of the name of it.
Leading crewman. You're starting to fall behind, but it's your
I
turn. You can
know.
catch up.
As I often do in these games, unfortunately. Video. I don't know which one to choose. I'm gonna gamble and say Chiefs for 3.
He watched the crew of the Antares play chess, but he was no match for Spock.
Who is Charlie X?
That's right.
Yeah.
Also known as Charlie Evans.
Right.
The game just got that much tighter. Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take the Voyager for 500. I bet
Okay,
33,000.
Well, unfortunately, you cannot bet that much, but you can bet up to 1,300.
I'll bet 5.
5 or 500?
5.
5. Okay. For 5 points.
What is the Q in the gray?
That is incorrect.
I think
That
I
was from
know
the
that.
fall.
Might have been smart to only bet 5 points.
Dude.
All right, Tokyo, it's your turn.
Let's finish the Borg.
Interesting that you said that.
Jonathan Del Arco.
Who is Hugh?
That's correct.
And we got a new leader in the game.
Sorry.
You all right?
Okay.
Yep. Sorry about that.
Problem.
Is it my
When you're
turn?
ready, it is your turn.
Cool. Chiefs for 2, please.
I remind you that it was Tuvok's opinion that this Vulcan game is through chess, as chess is to tic-tac-toe.
What is Kelter?
That's right.
Yay.
And leading crewman, you got the lead by slim margin. What a tight game. All right, Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take chess for 500,000, please. 500.
I gave you the 500 clue. Is that okay?
Yes.
When the Enterprise visited Elba 2, the correct response to Queen's level 3 was this countersign.
Pass. I
Tokyo.
don't watch Star Trek.
Yeah, that I knew this kind of question was going to come up in this category, so I avoided it. Pass.
Leading crewman.
I ran out of what? Pass.
It was Queen do King's level 1.
Yeah.
All right, Tokyo.
Mars for 2.
Terra Prime hijacked this device located on Mars, which was intended for redirecting comets.
What is the Verteron array?
That's right.
Good job.
Nice job. All right, leading crewman, do you want 100, 100, or 100?
Yeah.
Take 300.
Chiefs for 100, please.
Captain Picard thought that interaction with this alien species was always a game of chess.
Pass.
Mercer.
Who are the Romulans?
That's correct.
No. What
Indeed.
episode? What episode was that quote from? I don't remember.
I believe it
maybe it's
was
from
the neutral
Defecto.
zone.
The neutral zone.
I thought he said it in the neutral zone as well.
I thought it was the enemy that he said it. Maybe I don't remember.
I actually thought he was talking about the Shellyak for a second, but it was a $100 question, so it couldn't have been the Shellyak.
Mercer, it's your
I'll take
turn.
Voyager for 100,000. I mean 100.
I should have guessed Romulans, even though I didn't know it.
What is the year of hell?
That's correct.
Okay, Tokyo, you get the last clue.
Indeed.
Mars was the home of this large Starfleet facility for building starships.
What is Utopia Planitia?
Correct.
Chose that
Why
one.
not
That
just
was
give it to him?
That was real easy. I should have chose that one for
It was a $100 clue.
Yeah.
100-point clue, pardon me.
Yeah.
All right, we got a tight game going into Final Jeopardy. Only 500 points separates first from last at this point. Our Final Jeopardy clue, or category rather, is...
The Alamo.
Let me put the link to Cosmo Buzz into the
Well,
background.
I bet Cinnabon wishes he was playing.
Indeed, he is the expert on the Alamo.
Yeah.
Fought
Yes,
with
he
airplanes
is.
in World War II.
Oh, I got to do
Dude,
Cosmo
there's-
Buzz. Hold on, I gotta exit full screen. I had it in full screen. Sorry about that. It would look cool in full screen.
Okay. No, that's not quite right. I'm assuming that's you, Tokyo.
Who is Mel Blanc?
Waiting on leading crewman.
Sorry.
There's leading crewman.
I think we're going to regret this bet.
You can change it. I haven't locked it in yet.
No.
Could someone tell me my score, please? I can't remember.
Okay, I'll run down all the scores. Tokyo's in the lead at 1,900. Mercer has 1,595 points. And you, leading crewman, you have 1,400 points.
Left off
500
Mercer,
behind.
65 cents. 1,595 points and 65 cents.
Okay, I don't know where that came from.
Be precise with these things.
I had no choice but to bet the lowest score possible. Who's Grogu?
All right, let's reveal our clue.
Bashir typically played the role of this soldier in the Alamo program, although reports of the character participating in an aerial battle are unconfirmed.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
I think I've lost.
Congratulations,
we shall see.
Edie. Congratulations to Mercer.
We shall see. Hold on.
He's playing an aerial battle.
See who our winner is going to be. Leading crewman, you had 1,400 points. Your response was...
General Forrest, that is incorrect, I'm afraid.
See how much you bet. 300 points, which takes you down to 1,100. Mercer, you had 1,595. The 65, whatever is debatable. Your response is
Dryden Voss. That is also incorrect.
how much did you bet?
Do you guys know who Dryden Voss is?
Star Wars character, don't really.
Yes.
So you have 1,594 points, Mercer. Tokyo Trekker, you were in the lead at 1,900 points. Your response.
It was Davy Crockett. It's a good guess, but Miles played Davy Crockett. Bashir, it said, played Colonel Travis.
And how much did you bet? 500, taking it down to 1,400, leaving Mercer as today's champion for the first round.
Well done, Mercer.
Thanks. I didn't. It's not like I got anything good right. It was just kind of lucky. That's all. Just me.
That was a good game. It was a tight game all the way through.
Well done.
Terrible performance. Terrible performance.
There were some tough categories, a lot of Martian-related categories. Are you guys celebrating the fact that the little Martian rover sent 50 helicopter flights instead of 5 that they planned?
I had heard that they had done, I thought it was 40, but maybe it was 50.
Yeah, I heard 50 today.
I hadn't even heard about that, so the category had nothing to do with that.
I'll put myself backstage and watch the next round from here. See you guys.
Sounds
Good
good.
playing.
Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
It's all right. I
And,
enjoyed it.
and you're welcome to defend your championship in the next round if you like, Mercer.
All right, I'll play one more, but after that, I gotta play the third round too.
I'm coming back for revenge in the third round, so I'll be in the backstage harassing
good.
everybody.
Can I get a
Revenge
drink
Tokyo.
out?
Yep.
I'm just gonna get another drink.
Okay.
And we'll bring up our next contestants. We have the Grand Master Champion of Trek and Bird of Prey 5.
Have who?
The Grand Master Champion of Trek. At least that's what it says.
That has to be Jay.
There you go. And people say you're slow.
Sometimes I am slow.
I just had to.
I'm back. I just got another bottle of schnapps. Smirnoffs.
I just had to rub it against you know who. That always comes up with, I'm the champion.
Where is he tonight, anyway?
Don't jinx it.
Buttons in the chat.
Why isn't he playing?
Maybe
As long as
he
it's not
didn't
catchy.
intimidate everyone with his knowledge of the that famous World War II battle of the Alamo.
I think he's just scared.
I'm gonna change my avatar to
Uh-oh.
BMO.
Uh-oh.
Cinema says he can't hear a word anyone is saying. Well,
Oh.
I guess
you,
he's
you may not hear this either, but I'm sorry about that.
okay.
I changed my avatar to BMO, so just for variety.
Somebody said that he mentioned on a previous stream that he was actually having trouble with his hearing recently.
That's
So I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, that's disturbing. I hope you can get that checked out.
The only reason I'm playing this round is the second round is defending my champion is because I'm not going to be here at all next week, so I might as well try one more game before I'm off for a couple weeks.
You were the champion, so you get to defend.
Awesome.
Springtime, welcome. And no, I have no capability of sabotaging anything.
I think you doth protest too much.
So he says. I had to slip that in for Cinnabunny.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Gentlemen, are you ready to play?
Yes.
Yes, I don't know why you're calling
Yeah.
us
Ready to
gentlemen.
lose. I'm ready to lose.
The God Emperor of Kuroga ready to play.
Yes.
Let's play Jeopnerdy.
You have Imperial Klingon ships.
Uh-oh.
Crap.
Bird, you might have trouble with that.
Poker.
Yes.
Enterprise opening scenes.
Crap.
You'll be telling us the episode. Changeling imposter actors. You're going to tell us
Crap.
the name of the character they are impersonating. And Jupiter.
I knew it was going to be Jupiter. Crap.
All right, Mercer, you're the returning champion.
I'll try
First
Enterprise opening scenes for 400. What is fight or flight?
That's correct.
Excellent start, Mercer.
Thanks.
Grandmaster champion.
500 for the same category. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. What is singularity?
Nicely done.
Oh, gee.
I love that episode.
I like it. A lot of people don't, but I do.
What it is like it's in the tradition of Star Trek always having a disease affect the crew. Like they've always had that in every series, where they lose their personalities or they go crazy or something happens weird.
Well, they create read alert.
Or that yes.
True. Birdo Prey 5. You're up.
Let's do poker for 500.
Worf wasn't impressed by this version of poker since, in his opinion, a man's game has no wild cards.
Oh, yes, I know it. This is Dr. Pulaski told him. But what was the version? Was there a name? I got to pass.
Mercer,
What is Texas Hold'em?
That is
No.
incorrect.
Grandmaster champion.
Pass.
Wasn't it just Queen's Wild?
You're thinking of a wrong episode, Bert.
I
That
was
called
thinking it was
Federation Day.
Federation Day, but I didn't want to risk it if I was wrong.
Wait,
Wait, you
poker
were
is
looking
called
for the
Federation Day?
There is a version of poker called Federation Day.
Yeah.
Since the Federation was founded in 2161, twos, aces, and sixes are wild, which is why Worf was complaining.
So it wasn't Dr. Pulaski who told
It
him?
was not.
Oh, thank you. Apologies.
Well, at least you didn't lose any points over it, Bird. Mercer,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
Enterprise for 300. What is Carpenter Street?
That's correct.
Grandmaster champion.
200, same category. That has to be. Yeah. What is demons?
That's right.
Hold that one out. Bird.
Do poker for 400.
On the Delta Flyer, Chakotay, Paris, Kim, and Neelix decided to play poker for this prize instead of chips, but their game was interrupted by a board cube.
What are replicator rations?
That is incorrect.
Mercer,
Pass. No, I don't watch
Grandmaster.
that show.
Grandmaster Champion.
What is they had to work in the kitchen?
That is incorrect.
Hmm.
They played for a morning off.
Oh. Uh,
Weird that they could take over other people's morning.
Springtime, I think you have me confused with another captain. Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take changeling imposter actors for 400, please, Alex.
It was Lawrence Pressman.
Do you want the actor's name?
That is the actor's name. I want to tell you, what person was he impersonating?
Oh man, I know this. Not on my game though right now. Oh, what the hell is his name? I can't think of it. Pass.
pass.
Grandmaster Champion. Bird of Prey.
I have no idea. Pass.
He was the guy from the
Krasinski.
is that the one from The Adversary?
Yes.
I
Adversary.
knew the episode. I knew what he looked like.
Me too.
Okay, Jay.
Uh,
Grandmaster Champion.
Dang. Jupiter 100.
Earlier in their careers, LaForge and this captain had each spent time piloting the Jovian run, a regular shuttlecraft flight between Jupiter and Saturn.
Who is Jellicoe?
That's right.
Good job.
Thanks.
Brad Wolf, I think you have me confused as well with Cinnabon. Bird, it's your turn.
Try poker for 300.
Really, Tokyo? That's a tough question. I don't think so. Poker for 3.
After a tense standoff was diffused, he took note that he shouldn't play poker with Kira.
Oh. Who is Admiral Ross?
That's correct.
Nicely done. All right, Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take Jupiter for 400.
This experimental vessel exploded near Jupiter after breaking the Warp 2 barrier.
Oh, I don't know what the name of it. Oh man, pass.
Grandmaster.
Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
It was the NX Alpha.
Fake name.
Tokyo, I disagree. That was not a 100 question.
I was actually going to guess MXA. Would that have been right?
I think it would have had to have Alpha.
Okay.
Grandmaster, it's your turn. You got the lead.
I'll try. The first one for 100.
Real Klingon ships.
Yeah.
For 100, you said?
Yeah.
This vessel was the new Klingon flagship at the time of the invasion of Cardassia.
What is the Nekvar?
That's right.
Probably the
No,
only
my
one I
stepdad
know.
could have gotten that one.
Bird, it's your turn.
Well, shit. Well, I think I know what the 200 one might be. I don't know if I get anything past that. But you know what? I'll just stay with poker. I'll do poker for 200.
When the Enterprise was threatened by this alien, Kirk realized that the solution would be based on poker rather than chess.
There were so many aliens.
So little time.
Yeah, pass.
Mercer.
I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Who was the first Federation?
We need I want the name of the individual alien.
Pass.
Grandmaster.
Who is Baylock?
That's right. Uh-oh. Lost Mercer.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sure, come back.
He resigned.
It says device is not connected.
Oh, right before he left, he said to give me his points.
I didn't hear that.
I do not believe you said that.
No, I've got it.
And Tokyo, you do not suck. Far from it.
I agree.
Springtime says, Bird, we know that you were the first officer of the Syracuse, but you were complaining about how it wasn't the Excelsior Syracuse, and you were sold the Galaxy class by the captain. What?
That's an interesting story, Springtime.
Indeed. Okay, I think Mercer is back.
Yay.
Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty.
I tried to tell him, Mercer. He told me that it was okay to give me your points, but they didn't believe me.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not going to mention, but I should have gotten something for guessing the first Federation.
Well, it is your turn, Mercer. Maybe you can get some points.
All right, Jupiter for 500,000. I'm 500.
The newly refit Enterprise passed Jupiter after Kirk gave the order for impulse power and this speed.
Pass.
Grandmaster Champion.
What is warp 0.5?
That's it.
Good job.
And you got that right. It's your turn, Grandmaster Champion.
I know I'm not gonna know that one. Poker 400.
Data played poker with holodeck simulations of Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, and this scientist who played himself.
Who is Stephen Hawking?
That's right.
Hey, Bird, it's your turn.
Klingon ships for 200.
The rescue of the Bemoth survivors was a desperately needed victory for both Martok and the crew of this previously unlucky ship.
What is the Rotaran?
That's right. Good job of getting a Klingon question.
I'm impressed.
Nah, keep a flag on the
my
retard.
weird.
Brad Wolf says Mercer is right. He deserves something for guessing First Federation. Give him a round of applause or
Okay.
a sarcastic golf clap.
All right, that's good enough. At least Normal likes me.
It's documented that the registry of the new Defiant was differently than the old Defiant. Now, I understand that it was shot and they didn't re-edit the shots to update the registry number. But
if we're talking about the new Defiant, I won't get into it too much, but I'll just say that, yes, the Sao Paulo had a new registry, but they gave the Defiant, when they renamed it, the old one, because they had that even in the newly created shots for the final episode.
All right, Mercer, it's your turn.
I'll take Imposters for 500.
Leland Orser.
I don't remember the actor. Let me think for a minute. Pass.
Grandmaster Champion.
Pass.
Bird of Prey 5.
pass.
Colonel Lovak.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that Romulan's name. That was a Romulan, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of his name. I would have guessed that, but I couldn't think of his name.
Okay, Grandmaster Champion, you have a sizable lead. It's your turn.
Enterprise 100. Da, 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 da. It's not that. Oh, what is the Forge?
Right?
I was thinking
What is
of
La
home.
Forge?
La Forge, yeah.
Bird.
I just watched Disaster tonight, and I loved it when he started singing.
Bird, it's your turn.
Stu Klingon ships for 300.
Riker served as the first officer of this bird of prey as part of the officer exchange program.
Oh, yes. Hmm. Line. Pass.
Mercer.
What is the Pa?
That's correct.
And it's your turn, Mercer.
I will take Changeling Impersonator for 300.
Robert Foxworth.
Oh, he was. What was the guy's name that he was? Who was Admiral Layton?
That's right.
Did you know he also provided the voice of Ratchet in the first Transformers movie?
I did not know that.
Well,
Neither did I.
and knowing is half the battle.
Indeed.
Grandmaster, your turn.
First category for 400. Yeah.
All right. You have 2,500 points and a 700-point lead over Mercer.
I'll hate myself if I knew this, but I'm going to go with 100 points.
100 points.
Duras, son of Taral, was the commanding officer of this D5 class battlecruiser, at least until he was demoted following a failed mission.
I don't know. But I have to say something. Beaumont. What is Beaumont?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid. That was the Bortus.
Okay, you didn't lose much. Still have your lead. Bird, it's your turn.
That's
Are you guys talking about the Enterprise version of those characters and ships?
That was an Enterprise clue. Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Bird,
let's do changeling actors for 100.
Alexander Siddig.
Dr. Bashir. Who is Dr. Bashir?
There you go.
You know, I got to tell you, that is one of the truly shocking moments in Deep Space Nine. Was when when they bring him out in the prison cell, and then they went to commercial.
Yep.
Mercer, it's your turn.
Oh, is it my turn? I'll
It
take
is.
Jupiter. Okay, I guess I'll take Jupiter for 200, 300. No, 300. Okay, whatever it is.
Already gave you the 200.
It's
You
okay. I don't care.
He created the emergency medical holographic
Who's Dr.
program.
Zimmerman?
That's correct.
Grandmaster, got a tight game now. Your turn.
Jupiter.
Centuries after its mission to investigate Jupiter and the outer solar system, the Pioneer 10 probe was destroyed by the Bird of Prey, commanded by this Klingon.
Who is Qua?
That's right.
Oh,
You were breaking a sweat on that one.
yes.
I love the way he pronounced the coordinates of whatever the planet they were going to. Blah, blah, blah.
Jana.
Gotta love
All right,
when the
Bird.
Klingons get into it.
Me?
Bird, it's your turn. It is your turn, sir.
Do changeling imposters for 200.
J.G. Hertzler.
Who is Martok?
That's correct.
Okay, Mercer, you can take the lead with the last clue if you get
All
this
right.
correct.
Cool.
During the incident at Deep Space Station K7, Koloth commanded this D7 class battlecruiser.
What is the IKF Groth?
Nicely done.
Yay!
Good game going here. Let me put the link to Cosmo Buzz in the back. Final Jeopnerdy. Category is
Medical disorders.
good. Head on over. Well, you can't, Grandmaster. Bird, Mercer. If you can head on over to Cosmo Buzz, please enter how much you'd like to bet. Can you use the private chat, Grandmaster?
I won't look in the private chat. I'm in Cosmobus. I won't look over there. I already entered it anyway.
I see that, Mercer. Thank you. Can you, Grandmaster?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and enter how much you'd like to bet, please. Soon. Reveal our clue.
As of 2369, there hadn't been a case of this disorder in over 50 years, thanks to the perfecting of multiplex pattern buffers.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! Jay, if you'll go ahead and push enter for me on your answer.
I didn't know how to spell it.
Okay. All right, let's reveal what your answers were. Bird O Prey 5. You had 1,200 points. Entering final Jeopardy, your response was.
Transporter psychosis. Very good.
And how much did you bet? 200 points, giving you 1,400 points. It's Grandmaster Champion, you had 3,000 points, just off the lead there. And your response to the clue.
Transporter psychosis. Very good.
Very good. And how much did you bet, sir? 0. So you'll remain at 3,000 points. Mercer, you were in the lead at 3,200 points. Your response.
What is the common cold? I'm afraid not. Although I did a good first contact day. Thank you.
And how much did you wager? 1 point,
Oh,
leaving you with
crap.
3,199 points. And again, you are the champion, Mercer.
Yay!
Nicely done.
I thought you for sure I was dead.
Did you know it? Were you
Me?
just playing? Yeah, you.
No, I didn't know it. I was literally thinking the common cold because I remember early in the TNG stuff, they mentioned that they'd gotten rid of the common cold. So I honestly didn't even think of transporters. If I had just watched Realm of Fear, I probably would have gotten the question right.
Right.
Yeah, I just didn't think of it. So, no, it wasn't sarcasm at all. I just honestly didn't know.
Okay.
But it was my guess because I remember them saying at some point during early season 1 that they got rid of the common cold. So that's where my mind went.
Thomas, I have no idea what your comment is about.
Well, you are the champion, Mercer, but did you say you had to get going after this round?
Yeah, if you want to, if you need a person to play, I will stay. But if you have 3 other people itching to come in, I will bow out proudly.
Yeah, it looks like we actually have plenty of people backstage.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh, thank you guys very much. I might join you for the chat at the end, but can I stay backstage so I can listen while I clean my office?
Yep.
That's fine.
Because I'm
You
in
sure
my
can.
office right now. I'm going to try to clean it while I'm listening.
Have a good night, all.
Thanks.
Thank
Can
you,
you
Bird.
put me in
Have
the
a good night.
back, John?
Yeah,
Have a
I'll
good
put you
night, Bird.
backstage.
Thanks for playing, and thank you,
Thank you,
Mercer.
guys. And good job there, Toki, the champion guy.
Yeah, I'm going to put you backstage now, Mercer.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Thank you. And for round 3, we bring back in Resolute Germ. Let's say welcome to Mikey. And
Hi,
we
guys.
bring back, we bring back leading crewman.
Yeah,
Hello.
crewman. Hey, Lady Green. Resolute.
Hi, Mikey. How are you?
I'm doing good, lady. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good. Hey, Result Jim. How are you?
Yeah,
Crewman?
I hope I make a better showing than I did last week. Jesus. I don't know everything about track.
I'm sure you will. Well, I knew the name, the answer to the final Jeopnerdy. One of the few final Jeopnerdys I knew, and I thought, man, I wish I was playing in that round.
By the way, guys,
Welcome, multi-gunman, to the chat.
Greetings.
do you guys recognize the cat? That was I think that was yesterday is tomorrow. That's the feline cat, the black one that turned into a girl from the original series.
Yeah, I know
Gary
what you
7.
mean.
Oh, a Simon Tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I thought that was a real cat that you had as a pet.
Yeah. Well, Terry Garr was actually really good in that episode. She was awesome.
Multi-gunman, are you sure you see me? Don't forget Bird.
I thought, as much as I want to play in round 3, I thought Tokyo also wanted to play. So if Tokyo still wants to play, I'm happy to bow out for it. But if he doesn't, then I'll play.
Well, I appreciate it, crewman. I don't think he's backstage anymore, though.
Oh, okay.
He
No,
said he's
he-
done in the chat.
Sorry if I stepped on his toes. I didn't mean to.
You didn't.
I mean, we can play a four-player game. I know some people don't like to do that, so I guess we'll just go with the
Yeah.
3 in this case.
I don't think Tokyo likes it, which is why I was offering to bow out. But if he's no longer there, I can't bow out for him.
Oh, wow. That's a bold statement, multi-gunman. He is in open rebellion against God Dictator Bird.
Oh, what?
Well, good luck with that. Although you probably don't need a lot of luck against Kuroga.
I've never
Yeah,
known
point.
Bird to be remotely dictatorish in all my time to know him.
Well, if we're ready to play,
We're ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okie dokie.
Let's go.
let's play Jeopnerdy.
I'm hoping I win this round. I haven't won in so long.
Klingon words.
Cool.
Darts.
I'm not very good at that.
Trek movie opening credits, or how well do you know your fonts?
Oh, wow. Cool.
By the way, I got them all right, John.
Very nice. Now we have actors reprising their roles in the animated series. And Saturn.
Well, we had
This is
Mars
the trend
and
here.
Jupiter. I'll do that, multi-gunman. I will do that. All right, Resolute Germ, you get to go first, my friend. I don't know if you've ever gone first.
I don't think so.
Well, you get to go first this time.
I think I'll go with TAS 100.
George Takei.
Who is Sulu?
That's right.
And you thought this was going to be a hard category.
Mm-hmm.
I was suspecting some shenanigans, yes.
Mikey, it's your turn.
Okay, let's stay with the subject. Actors for 200.
Oh, okay.
Majel Barrett.
That's the computer voice.
That's good.
Remind you to phrase in the form of a question, please.
Or what is the computer voice? Sorry.
That's right. Also, Nurse
And a
Chapel would have been acceptable.
Okay.
Leading crewman.
I'm going to go Klingon Woods for 2, please.
The Guardian of Graythor.
I watched this video too, John, but I just didn't blank. Pass. I'm annoyed at myself.
Firm.
Pass.
Mikey.
Who is Kalis?
That is incorrect.
No, I'm going to kick myself.
Feklar.
Fikla!
Yep.
I did my research and watched the video, but I still had a blank.
Okay.
All right, Germ. It's your turn.
Let's go back to TAS 300.
Mark Leonard.
I think we have a misspelling there. Mikey.
Who is Sarek?
That's right. I think that's how he spelled his last name.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right. I mean, if you watch him on the what do they call it, Mission Impossible, I think you spelled it right.
Mikey, you got that right. You got the lead, and it's your turn.
Ooh, okay. Let's try darts for 100.
O'Brien tried to convince him to play darts by describing the game as like poker, but with pointed tips.
Who is Dr. Bashir?
That is incorrect.
Dean Crewman.
It was Wolf.
You got it.
Worf, That was my second
That
answer.
poor dartboard.
Poor dartboard, poor wall behind it.
Exactly. Leading
I like
Crewman,
it.
it's your turn.
But I like the
I'm gonna try TAs for 5, please.
500.
Roger C. Carmel.
Of course, it's gonna be difficult for 500. Pass. Sorry.
Germ.
Pass.
Mikey.
Who is Hardcore Mud?
You got it.
Ah,
Nicely done, Mikey. Nicely done.
well done.
I didn't
Hardcore
think
Fenton Mud.
I didn't think he reprised that.
Indeed, he did.
He did.
Hardcore.
Germ.
Oh, the
Your
answer.
TAS isn't working out, so let's try
Full first name.
movie opening credits. 100.
Okay.
What is First Contact?
That's right.
Mikey, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's try Trek movie opening credits for 200.
That's easy.
What is Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan?
You got it.
Now, this one for me was the hardest. I had to think about it for a minute.
Mhm.
Leading Crewman, it's your turn.
Star Trek movie for 500. What is Star Trek 4, The Void Time?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Germ.
What is Star Trek 6?
You got it.
I thought it was Star Trek 6's fault, but I couldn't remember Sarah being in Star Trek 6.
Yeah, he was.
What scene was he in?
He was in the president's office.
Oh, yes, he was. Oh, well.
Germ, it's your turn.
Same category for 3. Believe that one is what is 4?
Star Trek 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Mikey?
Can't be. It's got Rick Boomer
What
in it.
is Star Trek Generations?
That's right.
One.
I know my movies.
And you get the next choice, Mikey.
All right, let's finish that category for 400. Trek movie. Okay, this one, I believe, is what is Star Trek 3: The Search for Spock?
I'm afraid not.
Leading Crewman.
What is Star Trek 4, The Void Time?
That was the time for that.
Yeah.
Good job, ladies.
Thanks.
I knew it was one of the 3. Okay.
And Leading Crewman, it's your turn.
I've got to really catch up. TAS for 400, please.
All right, you have 0 points. However, You can bet up to 1,000. We did make that rule change last week, where we're allowing you to bet up to 1,000 if you have under 1,000.
Sorry, what category did I just choose? I'm tired. Sorry.
That was a TAS actors.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet 800.
Okay, for 800 points.
Stanley Adams.
Who is Dr. Daystrom?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Mm.
He played Cyrano Jones.
Okay. Oh well, I'm not doing very good to this game. But never mind.
Germ, it's your turn.
Klingon words for 100.
The Sword of Honor.
What is Batleth?
That's right.
Mikey.
Okay, let's go darts for 200.
The Nausicaan thugs who worked for him amused themselves by throwing darts at each other.
Pass.
Leading crewman.
Who is Brett FCA?
Exactly right.
Done.
Right.
I like the way whenever Brett wanted to intimidate someone, he just said to his nose against, "Oh boys!"
Yep.
Good job, lady.
Thanks.
And it's your turn, leading crewman.
I've got so much catching up to do. Klingon word for 4, please.
The savior of the Klingon people. And just to clarify, I'm looking for a term, not the name of a person.
Who was the emperor?
That is incorrect.
I should have passed.
Germ.
Okay, I think I know what you're referring to. What is the Kuvamak?
You got it.
Nicely done, Germ.
Well,
We have a
of course
tie
I
for the.
did. Sorry. Carry on.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, of course it wasn't going to be the emperor. I was thinking of the position that Kalis was in, but emperor is not a Klingon word, so that was really silly of me. Never mind. Well done, Jim. Sorry to interrupt before.
Okay, we have a tie for the lead, and Germ, you can break that tie. It's your turn.
Let's go with Klingon words for 100 or 300.
Roughly translated puberty, although for a Klingon that scarcely does it justice.
I'm drawing a blank on this one. Pass.
Mikey.
I know it's in that movie and I heard it in my head. I got to pass through.
Crewman. Leading crewman.
What is the Jeopnerdy?
Very good.
What's that? Got that from your video too, Joe.
Very nice.
Mikey, it's your turn.
My turn. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to Saturn. Start with 100.
Captain Riker's first long-term command was presumably named for this moon of Saturn.
What is
This is
Io?
easy. You got this, Mikey.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, what is Io?
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
Leading crewman.
What is the USS Titan?
You got it.
That's it.
Without the A on the end.
Without the A. It's your turn, leading crewman.
Darts for 4, please.
This boss had a dartboard featuring a picture of his rival, Bella Oxmix.
Pass.
Germ.
Pass.
Mikey.
Nah, pass.
The Jojo Krakow.
Jojo Krakow. Oh,
PC action.
Tokyo. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Tokyo. Leading crewman got the name correct. Titan.
What was Tokyo's objection?
He said points off. He called the ship, not the moon. Well, the moon and the ship are both named the same, the Titan.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess he's
No,
correct.
you got it right. You got it right. Multi-gunman saying,
second that.
cheaters!
Somebody
Well, what
else
else
said.
is new, multi-gunman?
Germ, it's your turn. You have the lead, by the way.
How the hell would that happen?
You're playing well. That's how that happened.
Indeed.
No, let's change all that. Klingon words 500.
The Brotherhood of the Sword.
No idea. Pass.
Mikey?
I'm bad at this. Pass.
Leading crewman.
I just watched this, but I can't think of it properly. Pass. I'm kicking myself, though.
It was the Yan Isleth, also known as Gowron's bodyguards.
Yes. I
Yeah,
remember
I
seeing
got
it in
that.
your video, but I just couldn't pronounce it properly. Never
There's
mind.
no way I would have got that.
Have a good night,
Jay
Jay.
is saying,
Go
yes,
ahead.
take care, Jay. Mikey, it's your turn.
Okay. Saturn for 200.
The attempt by this Academy flight team to perform a covert starburst at the flight range near Saturn ended in tragedy.
What is Starfleet Academy flight team?
That is incorrect.
Leading crewman.
Just trying to think of the name of the squad. The squad led by Nick Lacano.
Germ.
What is Nova Squad?
That's right.
Nicely done.
All that popped into my head was Red Squad, and I knew it wasn't that.
Tokyo, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend.
What did Tokyo say?
He said his blood pressure is already through the roof right now, and I'm not sure why. But
Probably because
leading.
maybe because I didn't know an easy question. Sorry, Tokyo.
I don't think that's it. Leading crewman, it's your turn.
I really need to catch up. Saturn for 5.
Saturn for 5.
This officer reported that a massive cosmic cloud intercepted by the Enterprise was twice the diameter of Saturn, Jupiter, and Neptune combined.
Now, what was his name? Commander of Epsilon 9, but what was his name? Pass.
Germ.
No clue. Pass.
Mikey.
Sorry, no clue.
I was not, in fact, referring to Star Trek 1. I'm sorry, go ahead, Professor.
I was just going to say, I was surprised that I remembered this, but I did.
Yes, that was Arix from the episode One of Our Planets is Missing.
Oh, okay.
I just pictured him at the science station saying that.
I watched that video as well. I could have missed it. I'm starting to wonder whether I'm getting dementia. In my,
Tokyo, I don't know if that's really sneaky. I don't know how. Maybe you can clarify why that is sneaky. Germ, it's your turn. You got the lead.
Darts for 300.
During their first game of darts, O'Brien and Bashir discussed the doctor's chances of winning this prestigious medical award.
Oh. I should know this one. Pass.
Mikey.
Pass.
Leading crewman.
pass.
That was the Carrington Award.
Tokyo says because the measurement was spoken of in the motion picture by the dude who was supposed to be playing Zahn in Phase 1. I forgot his name. Actually, no. Wasn't stated that way. And by the way, it was much bigger than Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune combined. Mikey.
Okay, let's finish out darts for 500.
While he was in the zone, O'Brien almost won this many consecutive games of darts, but his streak was ended by a rotator cuff injury.
So you're looking for the number of games, right?
That's right.
I'm going to say, what is 10?
That is incorrect.
Leading crewman.
What is 20?
That is incorrect.
Germ.
This is 500.
Yes.
I think it was somewhere north of. I got nothing. I think it was around 70 or so.
You always have to guess a number in Star Trek. 47 is usually a safe bet.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it usually
man.
is. Crewman,
Okay.
leading crewman, it's your turn. 300 or 400?
There's no way playing Final Jeopnerdy now. 400, please.
Part of her inspiration to become an astronomer was looking through her brother's telescope at the rings of Saturn.
Who is Lily?
I'm afraid not.
From Star?
Germ.
Who is Catherine Janeway?
Incorrect, I'm afraid.
Mikey.
I'm not going to try it. Pass.
It was Rain Robinson
What episode was she mentioned in?
from Future's End in Voyager.
Oh, okay.
All right, Germ, you get the last clue. Saturn for 300.
During an encounter with the Enterprise crew, he learned that his son would go on to command the first successful manned probe to Saturn.
Yeah.
Uh,
I know this one.
then go ahead and answer it. Pass.
Mikey?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crewman, leading crewman.
Who is Captain Christopher?
That's correct.
I wish it was enough to get me out of negative territory, but no.
Unfortunately, leading crewman, you will not be able to participate in Final Jeopnerdy.
I think I'll demote myself to crewman after this.
Oh, no, you don't. Let me put the Cosmo Buzz room in the private chat. And let's reveal our Final Jeopnerdy category.
Captain Kirk's speeches.
Okay.
Sure. Mikey, if you could head on over to the Cosmo Buzz room, provided in the link there, and input how much you'd
And
like to
then
bet,
allow
please.
selection. Okay, room code. Hold on. It's saying room code, enter my name.
Okay, I see you.
Okay. Hold on.
Mikey, you can bet up to 400.
Right. Okay, so I put in
And
the
of course-
entry and then hit buzz.
You just type your entry in. You don't have to hit anything after that.
Oh, okay.
Just put in how much you'd like to bet.
Okay.
I know you already know what my bet is, but I put it in there for
And
you.
then
anyway.
I hit enter. And then I hit
No,
enter.
you don't have. No, you don't have to hit enter.
Oh, okay. I just put in a number.
Yep, you got it. I do see it. All right, I'm going to clear your text entry boxes so you can put in your responses, and your responses will go toward this clue.
During his speech in this episode, Captain Kirk said, "We can admit that we're killers, but we're not going to kill today."
You have 30 seconds, players.
Oh,
Kapla!
I know this one too. The insult to injury. Oh. Oh, this is painful.
What is it called? I
Did you get
couldn't
my
pull it.
entry? Okay.
I do see your response, Mikey. All right, let's see how we did. Mikey, you had 400 points, entering final Jeopnerdy. Your response to the clue.
The last outpost. I'm afraid that's incorrect.
See how much you wagered? 100 points. Let's see if that's going to be enough for you, because that leaves you with 200 points.
Wrong series, I'm afraid, Mike.
Yep.
Resolute Jeremy, you had 1,000 points in the lead. Your response was
Completely wrong.
Yeah, that was from A Taste of Armageddon.
A taste of Armageddon.
That's what I was trying desperately to think of that, but I just couldn't get it all in.
Let's see how much you wagered, Resolute. Fortunately, all of it.
The only bet that is right.
That's a matter for debate, but that does take you down to 0, and you are the champion, Mikey.
Oh my God, I won!
Congratulations, Mikey.
Nicely done.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. Is it okay to play the next one?
Well, that's our last round for tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I finished as the champion.
You did.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank
You
you
can
so
stick
much.
around for the discussion, though, Mikey, if you want.
Wow, that was amazing.
And welcome back, Mercer.
And welcome back, Mercer.
I'm coming. I'll be right there.
No problem.
That was a nail biter, Brad Wolf. That was a very
A good game.
very
That was a
tight
good
nail
game.
biter.
And Multi-Gunman says it actually was from A Taste of Cheating.
I disagree, Multi-Gunman.
I'm not familiar with that episode.
I'm not either.
Gentlemen, that was amazing. I couldn't believe how bad I did last week, and to actually come back and win this week, that's unbelievable. Thank you, Brad Wolf. Yeah, wow. Thank you, Tokyo. First victory in this thing.
Good job, Mikey. I'm back.
Hey, thanks, Mercer. Leading, you're awesome. Thank you.
I'm not leading anymore. I just demoted myself.
Uh,
I have to go
Crewman,
negative.
put yourself back. This is the Admiral speaking from A Question of Track.
No, I deserve to be demoted for that going into negative.
Denied.
Well, Brad Wolf even said that he'll promote you above Ensign Kim.
Yes, you are Lieutenant Junior grade.
Well, I wasn't even an officer before, so how does that work?
Because everybody gets promoted ahead of Harry.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
Why am I
Normal.
so
Hello,
big?
Normal.
Hello, Momo.
She's in
Norman
a
doesn't
bad
look
mood.
happy.
She's in a bad mood.
Aw.
Oh, what's wrong, Momo? You don't like to be on camera today?
No, she's not in a good mood. I'm going to put her on her bed. Right on the desk.
Oh,
There.
cool.
Where you
Hello,
going?
Momo.
Where you going, Normal? You don't want to be on camera?
Sure, baby.
Multi-gunman, we admitted nothing.
Sorry, she didn't want to be on
What corruption did you speak of?
camera. What?
What
Except
corruption
for
did
that
you
Mikey
speak of?
won. That's the only thing we admitted.
It's true.
Mikey deserved to win. He beat all
That
of
was a good
us.
game.
Congratulations, Michael.
He
Yeah.
got some really tough
Congratulations.
TAS questions. He got Harry Mudd. He got a few other TAS questions.
I like
Hi,
Tokyo.
guys.
Hey,
Hi, good to see
Welcome.
you.
Welcome.
I never see what you look like. Hold on a second.
I like
Here's here's one of my babies. Here's
Aww,
my black
what's his
baby.
name or her name?
cool.
Oh, which one is this? Oh, this is Moon Pie? Oh no, Deja Vu. Sorry. This is Deja Vu. Moon Pie's over there. I can't grab her right now, so but this is Deja Vu.
Cool.
I'm not sure Deja Vu is happy being held like that.
Yeah, she wasn't quite happy. Sorry about that. I kind of grabbed her out of her sleep. Sorry about that, guys.
Here, wait, let me get Norman
That's
back
all
on
right.
camera.
Say sorry to him, not us. Well, is it her or him, the cat?
Oh, now come on,
You-
multi-gun man. It's not
You
right.
misheard, multi-gunman. You must have what Cinnabon has. I'm sorry that you're both having that condition.
A lot of people are turning into Cinnabon tonight. Jay said something earlier that sounded like he was turning into Bunny. So, yeah, what are you somehow cloning everyone, Bunny? Are you getting into the transport? Or there's about to be a spoiler of Picard. So, in 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
What's
5,
your cat's name?
4,
What's your
3,
cat's name, Roger?
My cat's name is Normal.
Okay,
Aw.
Bunny,
Wow.
Bunny,
Hey,
you
Normal, you be good.
injected your DNA into the transporter code, and now
Where you going,
Yeah.
Normal?
multi-gunman and Jay are turning into you.
I think Lieutenant Crewman is saying something. If we could pay attention to him, please.
Mercer,
You
you're
have the
a
floor.
Garfield fan. You're a Garfield fan.
Yes,
have
I am. Yep.
or somebody else is before.
Yep, I'm a Garfield fan. And I draw Garfield when I go into class every day. Kids love it.
That's what my wife Suzanne just said. Is that when you said normal, she recognized it as from Garfield.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I also like Star Trek. I have the Enterprise right here. What do you think?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is a really cool model.
Yeah, it's not a model, it's a toy, but it's pretty good. It's got a pretty good likeness to the original.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's got
Hey,
mixed
gentlemen,
noises.
I meant to ask you a question. Have you guys ever asked a question from Jeopnerdy about the breed of the cat that Spot that Data had?
they ever asked a
Do you know what
question
breed of
about
the cat that was? Yeah.
I don't know if I've asked that specifically. No.
I believe you
Well,
I
did.
got
It
B2
was weeks
emo.
ago.
It looks like a rainbow kitty to me. A rainbow cat. It was a rainbow cat, right? Yeah. Spot.
That's my
Tokyo, no
newest
such
droid.
thing happened.
Here's my newest droid and some 2 older droids.
Tokyo, I repeat, no such thing happened.
He's
I wouldn't do that to you,
delusional.
Tokyo. Come on.
Tokyo, you can come up and talk if you like.
Yeah, come on up, Tokyo.
And Brad Wolf.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before I invite everyone up, I don't know if the StreamYards account has a limit, so I defer to John there. Sorry, John.
That's no problem.
Just trying to be nice, but I might have overdone it, inviting all these people.
Why
Come
not,
on, guys,
Tokyo?
Have we done something to upset you? I certainly didn't mean to if I did. Tokyo.
I think Tokyo's a little upset
No,
he has
Mikey
to wait
did a good
another week for
job.
the Mario movie.
Mikey, are you
Fake
frozen?
fake news, multi-gunman. Fake
Mikey, are you
news.
frozen? Mikey's frozen.
Hi,
Yeah, he
guys.
might be frozen. Oh, he's back.
This is Moon Pie. This is Moon Pie.
Oh, okay. Hello, Moon Pie.
I went by.
And this is actually the cat that I modeled myself after on my avatar. So, Moon Pie.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Look at you.
Very cool. Moose, are you there or are you frozen too?
No, I'm here. I'm just. I have my Grommet as my on my camera.
Thanks for
Okay.
joining us, Brad Wolf.
See you later.
Yeah,
Brad
have a
Wolf.
good day, Brad Wolf.
Tokyo,
That's,
you are always welcome
Yeah,
up
sure,
here,
Brad.
my friend.
Exactly.
Tokyo, if you wanted to
That's,
play in round
Grommet,
3 and I
right?
accidentally took your
Yeah, that's
spot, I
Grommet.
apologize. I wasn't
Grommet,
sure.
that's B2 emo.
I like Grommet too.
Thomas,
Morrison Grommet.
You
Always
clip
fun.
that. You go ahead and clip that, Thomas, and send it to me. Bless you.
Here's Wallace. Right here. There's Wallace.
I want proof, Thomas.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't know about domination, Tokyo, but thank you. It was a shocker for me. It was a shocker for my wife. I thought for sure. I
Okay,
was
we
gonna
have
lose
other
that
people
one.
up here too.
I barely won. I just won because I didn't bet anything.
You're right, multi-gunman.
What
The
did you guys
corruption is
think?
rampant in Kuroga.
What did you guys
Thanks
think
to Birdo
about
Prey
seeing
5.
What did you guys think about seeing the Enterprise D again?
I loved it. I loved the episode. It was great.
I actually
Yeah,
sat,
bro,
on,
I
I
did.
sat on the bridge. Yeah, I sat on the bridge. I told you guys before about the a trip I took to the Phoenix Science Museum there in downtown in Arizona, and I got to sit on the bridge of the Enterprise. That was pretty cool.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thomas, I don't believe you. I don't believe that for 1 second.
What a cop out, Thomas.
Yeah, tell me about
Right.
it, Lieutenant Crewman.
There is no such thing as Lieutenant Crewman. I've just rated myself to crewman, and that's all there is to it. Well, I suppose maybe I could go to. Oh, sorry that that laughter turned into a big cough. But that's funny. It's funny. Lieutenant Crewman.
I was trying to make it to that last round with you, Resolute German. I thought for sure you would just nail it and leave me in the dust on that one.
I always bet everything in Final Jeopardy, no matter what the score is.
Multi-gunman, I'm sorry to hear
Great.
that you're having trouble with your hearing. You and Cinnabon need to go in and get your hearing checked.
Yeah, in Kuroga, he said there was there was corruption, but Professor Brainy Specs is not in charge of Kuroga. Guru Brain 5 was in charge of Kuroga.
Kuroga.
Yeah.
I thought for
Um,
sure I'd be one of those corruption leaders
That
in
was a
Romulan.
joke that was started. That was started way back on Salty Channel, wasn't it? The Kuroga
Hey,
stuff.
Mr. DeMarco, your neutrinos are drifting.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
I'll have to do something about that.
Interesting.
Yeah, you should really do something about that.
See, Tokyo, you should have
I
been
was
up
gonna-
here to tell Thomas that verbally. Although he would have had hearing problems, most likely.
You know, one of my favorite one-liners in Trek, it's not even the line itself, but it's just the way Patrick Stewart says it, was when he's like, type R. You know, remember that? Type R.
I don't remember that.
From, what was it, Time Zero?
Yeah.
Where they find Data's head, and they ask him, "Is it lore?" And he's like, "No, this is a Type R something." And Patrick Stewart's like, "Type R."
I don't remember him even saying that, but I have to.
I don't believe you, Thomas.
Yeah, it was funny. Just the way he delivered the line, it just makes the whole episode.
Type R.
Type R. Like seriously. Very funny.
So, if I may be allowed to comment on the last episode of Picard, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll just count down again for anyone watching. So if you want to close the window, if you haven't seen it, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I agree with what Professor, when you were on the stream with Tokyo the other night, I went back and watched most of that stream, and I agree with what Tokyo was saying, that as interesting as the Titan A was as a ship, because it's not the most powerful ship in the fleet, it's definitely not flagship status, so I don't think naming it the Enterprise was appropriate. I arrived too late in the stream for hearing you guys talk about that, but I watched it. I watched it after the fact. What do you guys on the panel think? Do you agree with Tokyo and now myself that
To me, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like the episode had all kinds of little problems in it, whether it's that or whether it's something else. But, I came to just accept that the entire episode was Terry Matalas trying to scrape together what he could and just create one. It's like getting a drink for the road. It's like, here, old Trek fans, you're having one more toast, and then we're going home. And this is the last time you'll ever see these guys again. So, I can pick it apart for days. I think it should have been 2 episodes shorter as a season, maybe 3 episodes. But the point is, he did the impossible. He gave us one last toast with the crew, and now we're all home. It's 2:00 in the morning. Bar is closed. That's it. It's over, and I'm fine with it. I mean, it's better than ending it with where it would have ended if this season didn't exist. So I can pick apart.
I would have preferred it ended,
but I'm not going to.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't get me wrong, Mister. I still love the episode. I was just
I was just talking in general. But as to the
Yeah.
G, I didn't like the G being the Titan. That's just me. I don't like the ship. But hey, I don't know why they had to have 3 or 4 Enterprises in one episode. They had the Enterprise that Shelby was on. They had the D, and then they had the G. That's a lot of Enterprises in one episode.
well, over 2 episodes, but yes, I get your point.
Oh yeah, I
regardless of
forgot.
class,
I don't
or anything,
remember.
I
that
was just
ship
going to say
is not
quickly,
impressive enough to have a
I was
legacy
glad
name.
that 7 of 9 got to have her own ship. I was glad about that.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
But I agree with the sentiment that I don't think that ship class was appropriate for the Enterprise, which is supposed to be the flagship of the fleet.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree with you too, John. What do you think, Professor?
the Enterprise isn't necessarily the flagship.
It has always been through every other series.
No. Look who's back, everybody.
Yeah, so the Enterprise was the flagship, but they weren't. Like they were the first ones to, ever since Captain Archer and stuff.
Yeah, but there's no rules stating it has to be the flagship.
No, but it's kind of implied.
Look who's
Um,
back.
what do you think, Professor? Hello, Normal.
There's
She is.
Normal. Hi, Normal. Yeah,
She's my
she
baby
is. Okay.
princess.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
She's so cute.
I was just asking you what you thought of the Titan being renamed Enterprise G.
I really didn't care for it myself.
Yeah, me neither.
I think they were trying to go for a Star Trek 4 ending feeling.
Yeah,
I just did
the-
not get the same vibe when I saw the ship with the name
Yeah.
Enterprise on it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the Enterprise
agree.
has to be your top of the line class, not just some used Hulk you just rebuilt.
Yeah, I agree.
Jay commented in Discord that he would have liked to seen the Excelsior in Star Trek 4 renamed Enterprise, and I told him I would have hated that. I hated the Excelsior.
You weren't the only one.
John,
I
this might be
did-
off the subject, but I like your beard, dude. I've always been impressed by your beard.
Oh, thank you. You have a nice one yourself.
I really am. Oh, thanks. I'm trying to grow it. See, yours is just like, it's being like Gandalfish. It's kind of cool. Mine is just kind of small, like being Santa Claus. Like being Santa Claus. Mine's like Santa Claus. My wife wants me to play Santa Claus.
You're Santa Claus all year round. That's good. Yeah.
Did you see that one video that went viral where the little girl thinks the guy in the hardware store was Santa Claus? He looked like Santa Claus and he played along.
Professor, I just thought of something. How about this for a deal? I'll promote myself back to leading crewman if Tokyo gets on up here.
Tokyo, get up here.
Thomas said the Titans saved the galaxy, so to honor it, they rename it to Enterprise? I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
I would say the Enterprise D saved the galaxy.
Here's my question. Here's a question for you.
I'd say
If
so.
the Enterprise D was disconnected, was it completely independent, how did Seven and Raffi see it on their scanner?
Because it was disconnected from the silly fleet formation thing, but it still had normal transponders broadcast.
Did it really? I got the impression that it didn't have a transponder.
No.
Oh, I didn't get that impression at all.
No, I didn't either. It was just
as the old style transponder, they would consider the whole Wi-Fi connection for the fleet thing to be a improved transponder.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So they just had old tech.
I'm scratching my head on that. Not that it matters. I didn't care about the particulars, but that was one that got me for a bit.
Yeah, it wasn't tied into the fleet formation as Tokyo seems were based on Borg tech. But it did have normal transponders and ship identification.
Gorilla, I rewatched that scene. I don't think Troy was actually flying. She just set the coordinates where Riker was. Data actually flew it.
Are you talking about Generations when the ship was headed in?
No, he's talking about the He's
I thought
talking
that was
about
Data
when
because he said OS, you know
No,
what? He
no,
said O and then the
no.
naughty
I'm
word.
talking about the last episode of Picard.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
where Troy sends Riker saying, "Good one, Tokyo." Troy sends where Riker was when he said goodbye anxiety, and then based on that,
I gotta say, overall, the special effects in the final episode were decent, but I think overall, Orville had much better special effects this season than all these shows.
I would agree with that.
I'll agree.
Yeah, Orville did have excellent effects.
I just love the style
Excellent
that they
effects,
did.
excellent lighting, excellent cinematography on all counts.
Yeah.
You really
Who
can't
did
say
who
Picard
did Seth
way.
MacFarlane borrow from to get those effects? Who did he borrow from for that? For Orville?
I'm
What do
just
you
gonna
mean?
turn
Well,
off my.
I don't know who they contracted for the effects.
But I do know that a lot of people behind the camera also worked on TNG.
Okay. Formerly on TNG, right?
Yeah, formerly back in the day.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna
I like the style.
correct my right here. Where is it?
5 different people said that.
Did anyone see? Did anyone see this show in IMAX when they played it on IMAX? The final.
Oh, I
two
wish I could have. I wish I could have. I wanted to go. I could have actually gone probably, except for the fact I had to work.
Oh, that's
That was my night to work.
I'm
It would have been
glad I
about a
watched it at
4-hour
home.
drive for me if
Yeah.
I could have gotten the ticket for it.
No, I'm glad I stayed home because, like with the Orville finale, I got kind of emotional and I had some drinks with the crew when they were drinking. In both shows, they were drinking a lot, and I kind of coasted with them. What are you going to say, Mikey?
Oh no, what I was just saying is that you guys know I'm in Scarborough, Toronto, Canada. And I'm retired. Both my wife and I are. So
Oh, okay,
I feel
cool.
bad when you guys have to work.
I like my job. I just don't have any money.
I love my job.
Okay, cool.
But like I said the other day, I don't work for the money. I don't make that much.
But you do it for fun? I wouldn't say
I
that.
do
right?
it to help people.
That's good. Okay.
I
hate
work
my
at a
job,
library.
for one, but they pay me
Work at
quite
Memory
well,
Alpha.
so I keep doing it.
Nobody else. Right?
I work as
On my off time while I'm not here, I'm in my TARDIS.
Here's my normal. Here she is.
Okay. Who's your favorite Doctor Who from the party?
I'm sorry?
Who's your favorite person that played Doctor Who from the TARDIS?
Well, if you go by my name, lower right corner, which doctor was called the Professor?
Okay.
Do you know which
yeah,
doctor was?
I might have froze. Yeah, it happens. Once in a while, randomly. The one that was the professor, was that O'Brien? Was that the guy named O'Brien or?
No, McCoy, Dr. McCoy. Sylvester McCoy.
Sylvester
Was he the
McCoy,
guy that played Radagast?
The seventh Doctor.
Was he the guy that played Radagast?
Radagast?
Radagast Brown?
Oh, you mean the guy in the one in the Lord of the Rings?
The Hobbit. Yeah.
He did play in The Hobbit, so maybe maybe
I
that's
don't
the
know.
character
No, I
he
don't
played.
think. Yeah, I don't think that was the character. No.
I thought it was Radagast Brown.
The actor, at least.
I thought it was him.
Well, yeah, that's his name, but I don't know if the actor that played Radagast Brown actually played in Doctor Who. I don't know. I didn't get to see all the seasons. I watched like 3 seasons. I remember they my favorite one was always the one that I
Yes,
guess his name
Tokyo.
was
Normal
Brian or
attack the
something at
camera.
the end.
Had what at
And the
the end?
Daleks.
I'm sorry.
That was cool. During the Daleks. Yeah.
What did Tokyo say?
Did Normal just attack the camera?
Yeah.
Nomad just attacked the camera. Oh, Normal. Oh, the Normal attack. I said Nomad. Why did I say that? Normal. Yeah, well, Normal's just probably like batting at it with her paw or something.
Yeah, I think it's the same
Multigunman,
guy.
if I had that, I don't know where I'd put it.
I think it's the same guy, Radagast
Circle
Brown.
of Death.
That is a pretty funny clip they made, Tokyo.
Well, I guess. There you are, leading. Good to see you again.
I haven't seen that Tokyo, but that sounds.
Yes, he did play
Right, um,
that character. I looked it up. He did play that character in The Hobbit.
You
Oh,
did?
cool.
You did? Oh, good, good. Okay.
Yes, he did.
Good.
He was really weird in that movie, but I guess that's what they wanted.
Well, I was just telling my wife the other day. This is also kind of related to sci-fi, but I told her the other day that the guy that played Rimmer on Red Dwarf actually was the butler for the first two, or for the ones that had Angelina Jolie for Lara Croft. The guy that played Rimmer in Red Dwarf.
I don't think I watched either of those.
Yeah, those are very funny. A friend of mine introduced them to me. It was great. I love Red Dwarf. It's great, great British series.
Tokyo, have you got a link for that cartoon clip? That sounds funny.
Yeah, it would make sense if it was Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane likes to borrow stuff. I say borrow. I don't say steal. I say borrow. That's just my way.
He did.
Crewman, Lieutenant Crewman. Tokyo posted it in the Discord, Matthew's Discord.
Oh, thanks, Tokyo.
And I provided a link there in the chat as well.
Cool. Thank you, Tokyo. That's cool. I'll watch it after this. I used to love DuckTales as a child.
We were talking about this last week. My favorite Red Dwarf episode is still backwards. It's a barroom tidy. Watch out!
I have to admit, I've not seen much of Red Dwarf.
It's
I've seen a little bit.
Guys. You really should check it out. I think John, you've seen
It's been
it.
a long time.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen very little of it.
It's pretty underrated, but it's a great series, and I love the theme music to it. It's wonderful.
It's funny, Patrick Stewart during when they were doing Next Generation, he went back to England, and he just happened to turn on the TV one late night, and Red Dwarf was playing, and he was about to call his lawyer to sue because he thought it was a ripoff of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh, really?
Then he watched it for a little bit, and then he saw the humor in it, and he said, "Oh no, that's not our show."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Everybody's humor is much more sophisticated.
I didn't know
It really is. In actuality, broke all the bonds of
I heard that story where Patrick Stewart was in the hotel room. Did you hear this story? He was in a hotel room. He had been traveling, and he decided to get room service. So he waited for his food, and while he was there, he turned on the TV, and Next Generation was playing. And he decided, I'll watch it, see what's going on with the show. And he kind of was watching the show, and he's getting into it, and suddenly the door opens. He had to open the door for the room service, and the guy was just looking at him and looking at the screen and looking back at him. And he was probably telling all of his buddies, like, what is this guy watching himself on TV? Pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think
I heard this story that Marina Sirtis, that plays Troy, she said that when she went to her first, this was in an interview she did, when she went to her first Comic-Con for Trek, most people didn't even recognize her at first, like they didn't even know who she was. It was funny, and she says, but if
You're
Really?
breaking up, Mikey.
I said,
You're breaking up, Mikey.
oh yeah, I can't hear him anymore.
yes, Tony.
I heard a story. I don't know if he's done. I can't hear him.
I think it's
I think he's
frozen.
frozen.
I heard a story where Patrick Stewart, during the run of Next Generation one summer, while the show was still on the air, it was after Best of Both Worlds Part 1 had aired, but Part 2 came after a hiatus. So it was during that time he was riding in a limousine, not a limousine, a convertible, and he was at a stoplight, and this woman pulls up next to him with the stoplight and just rolls down her window and yells, "You just ruined my summer."
No, really? That's a bit over the top. Poor Patrick Stewart. No wonder he gets irritated by
And
some
then
film.
another time, John Delancey, who plays Q, was walking somewhere and he got caught by himself. He's walking down the street and he gets approached by some big dude. This is true too. And he gets approached by some big dude and he was scared because he didn't know what this guy was going to do. And the guy looked at him and he's like, "Are you Q?" And he's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Oh, I love you, man. You're cool." But he didn't know whether the guy was going to assault him or not.
It must be hard being really famous, not being able to go without your business with relative anonymity.
I agree with you,
I know-
Professor. We're all silly sci-fi nerds. I totally agree. I'm not.
Well, I was referring to the people in chat that were making
Oh.
silly comments,
Oh, okay.
like the multi-gunman in Tokyo.
Ah, yeah. That's okay.
Now, Tokyo, I'd like you to come up and explain something to me because I wasn't able to finish all your stream watching it back, and you said you had a problem with 7 of 9 being given the captaincy. So I'd like you to come up here and explain that to me. I might agree with you, I might not, but I'm interested to hear your opinion. So come on up, please.
Well, as for me, you know, I watched 7 of 9, from the beginning with Scorpion against species 8472. I think that's it.
Yeah.
And from her maturation, I guess, I watched the Ready Room with Will Wheaton. I'm kind of faithfully watching, and they had an interview with her, and she said that
We won't
Jerry
hold that
Ryan-
against you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're
But
probably the
anyway,
only
Jerry
one.
Ryan basically, yeah. But just to paraphrase, Jerry Ryan basically said that from her beginning in Voyager to where she became, she said that 7 and 9 just had to continue to grow to get back to her humanity. And I guess in a way, because she knew so much about the Borg and how they operated, because she was a drone, turned into a drone early in her, when she was Annika. You know. So she would know more, I guess, than Picard would. I guess that makes sense that she became a captain. To me, it made sense.
Well, here's the way I look at
I
it.
wonder if
Yes,
you guys concur with that.
as a former Borg, yes, she does have access to a lot of information. But the way I look at it is that it takes more than just information to make a good starship captain. There are certain
I agree.
issues of discipline and or even moral principles that are going to making a starship captain, which if you just have raw information doesn't necessarily make you qualify. As Tokyo was saying, she was in Starfleet for what, 6 months, and now she's a captain. That's way too fast.
I would
Yeah.
say that the most she could be realistically is a lieutenant, because I have heard in real life Navy um, Navy happenings. I have heard of people when the Navy's been really short of one particular skill. I have heard them fast tracking civilians in that trade to lieutenant, but you wouldn't get beyond lieutenant, because any promotion above lieutenant it's not automatically granted. It's not time based, it's on merit. So I would say that she should be a lieutenant at this point, not a captain.
I think
Maybe
if
lieutenant,
she had
maybe
joined,
lieutenant commander.
No,
Maybe she could have been lieutenant commander. Maybe.
no, because of the
Being extremely generous, she's been in Starfleet 2 years, and that's
2
being
years.
overly generous. There is no
Yes.
way she should be anywhere close to command level.
I agree she should not be a commander or a captain. However, you also have to take into account that even though she wasn't an officer or in Starfleet per se, she was on Voyager for 4 years.
That's why I'm saying lieutenant would be an appropriate rank, because I have heard of people in real life being fast tracked to that rank, but you can't fast track beyond that rank.
I'll put it this way: she's more
I
qualified.
had a question. Yeah, I had a question for John and John. Do you
Yes.
know if the Enterprise G? I don't know. Did they mention that it had the Borg armor? That it had the protective armor and everything?
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
My guess is they took the advanced technology off of Voyager,
Yeah.
returned it to the pristine
Okay.
Intrepid class.
Right.
Well, my thing is, like,
Musa was trying to say something before.
Yeah, go ahead, Mercer. Sorry.
my thing is, maybe she shouldn't be commander or captain, but she's more qualified than half the people that have a rank on that Strange New World show. I'm sorry, I can't stand that.
I agree with that.
But they don't act like they hold ranks. They just act like they snicker under the table. If they were all at a big table, they'd be playing footsies with each other, because they are so unlike a crew I've ever seen. They just like laugh at dumb jokes, and they don't even have like any sincere emotions. I hate that crew. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't even consider Strange New Worlds to be in the same universe as.
But I just gotta say something, because I just really like watching that trailer. Was total cringe from beginning to end.
Oh, the worst part of it was Spock's line sitting in the command chair.
No. Kirk's line
that
at the end,
was-
like I'm from space. That was supposed to be Kirk.
There are a lot of contenders for the worst line in that trailer.
Yeah, that was bad, but Spock's line was the worst.
Spock
Spock would not try to say something like that. He wouldn't care.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to try to fit in, especially in that
Yeah,
time.
My point is, you give
right,
any
he
of
wouldn't
those
even
characters a
comment.
rank over 7.
Yeah,
No,
Spock wouldn't even
no, you
comment from
don't.
the chair. No. Yeah, he wouldn't say a word. I would like this ship to go now. Yeah, Tokyo knows.
And
what
say
we're
it
talking about.
awkwardly? No.
No.
It was
Is
totally.
that what Spock
He
said?
would say set course, engage, or whatever.
Like, it's such a far. Like, I like Ethan Peck. I think he did a good job when he had a beard and he was Spock. But like, when you compare Captain Spock from Star Trek II, even though he's only captain for a few minutes, like he was only commanding the ship, that's Spock. He was cool and confident, and he was supportive, but he wasn't totally emotional. I mean, that's Spock. I'm sorry, Nimoy is just awesome.
Remember what he said? Take us out, Mr. Savick.
Yeah, just completely supportive and awesome and just like cool. I hate Strange New Worlds. The more I think about a certain person liking it as much as he does, makes me hate it even more.
I don't even watch it, so I'm right there with you, Mercer. It doesn't look appealing to me at all, really. Strange New Worlds. No.
Like, yeah, it's just I do like Anson Mount, but only when he's having fun. When he's serious, he's completely boring.
That's him trying to turn it up. From what little I watched of that first season, he looks like he's miserable being around those people. But he's
Yeah.
just has such talent. He still carries everything.
Like the second episode of the first season where he's like, talking to the aliens, like, can't we work it
Yeah,
out? That's
he
what I
plays fun,
liked.
right?
But when he's like fighting the Gorn or fighting the Romulans and he barely talks, I hated that. Yeah, I just can't stand the camaraderie. Well, who is that first? The pilot is annoying. The first officer is annoying. The doctor is really annoying. Every character annoys the hell out of me.
Actually, the only one I care about is Ortegas.
Oh, I don't like her. Oh, she's got like the cat eyes. I can't stand. Like, oh my god, no. And the shaved sideburns.
Well, I don't particularly care for Ortegas because I think she's too snarky. I like to the point of insubordination on occasion.
I don't think she pushes it that far. And that's why I like her. I like her snark.
I quite
On
like
paper, I like
it, but liking one character is not enough for me to endure watching the show. And I never want to see their version of
I do like
Kirk.
the colors. I like the fact that it looks like reds and yellows, and you can see the colors. I like that. But that's about the only thing I like that damn show. I don't even like the Enterprise. It's too small. It's like I can't.
Small?
Too small? Most people say it's too big.
They say it's bigger, but like when I look at the sets and the windows, and then I compare them to what I see on the outside, to me it looks like it would be too small.
Actually, they went to scale. When I went to Comic-Con and saw the interior of the Enterprise, and if you look at it from scale, right, and you figure you see, and I'm talking about the original Enterprise. So if you're looking at the MCC-17 that runs from the outside, and you see how it's shaped. You look at the bridge itself, when you're sitting there in Captain's chair and just surveying the whole thing. It's really cool the way they were able to recreate it, put it to scale, make it look like it was actually from the series itself and from the TV shows. So I thought it was impressive.
Andor was amazing. Who said that? Thomas? Sorry.
Tokyo.
That was Tokyo.
Tandor was amazing. I'm sorry.
Tokyo.
It was a masterpiece.
Good morning, Father Stomp.
Tokyo.
Don't make me repeat that name, please.
Bless you.
God
I
bless
agree with you. Ortegas made no sense in that episode. No sense at all. They took the Styles character and gave those characteristics to her, which made zero sense.
Yeah, that was a terrible episode.
And the Romulans, don't get me started on the Romulans in that story. They made no sense either.
Father Stomp is from Cyprus. That's in Turkey, right? Yeah, Cyprus, Turkey. Am I right?
Now, Professor, your comments on Tokyo's stream about the problem with Klingons and not smooth heads in Strange New Worlds, well, that's solved by one or two statements. A, that's another reason why Enterprise should not be canon, because then there'd be no augment virus, and because I think the original idea behind the motion picture was that it is a visual reboot, and you're just supposed to pretend that if TOS had the production money, that's how Klingons would have always looked. But then Enterprise came up with the stupid augment virus idea, or B, you just ignore Strange New Worlds entirely because we already know it can't be in the same universe because of the nonsense to do with having a relative of Sang on the Khan on the Enterprise and the nonsense of the Gorn they totally butchered. So either one of those approaches work for me. Just ignore Enterprise and or Strange New Worlds. Problem
Well,
solved.
Lieutenant, I'm about to knock you back to crewman.
Well, I've already demoted myself. Hang on just a second. I've figured out what I can do that would satisfy you even more. Hang on. Now, how do you spell recruit?
Crewman, if you do that,
Hang on.
I'm going to change it back.
Well, you said you wanted to knock me back, so I'm knocking back.
And I was joking.
I know, but it would be fun. How do you spell recruit? I'm a bad speller.
It's LIEUTENANT.
No, it isn't. Joe, you're on the
Bannon,
how do you spell it?
I was going to ask you guys, which bar would you prefer if you wanted to go have a drink? Would it be Ryza, 10 Forward on the Enterprise, or Quartz Bar on DS9?
Quartz Bar, definitely.
Which has the cheapest booze and easiest women?
The cheapest booze. I don't know if Quartz Bar would qualify for that. And you probably
Hang
just
on,
have to pay if you're platinum. So
what's Tokyo saying? I'm still president. What's Tokyo say?
Tokyo is saying he is still the president and he's dishonorably discharging you.
Because of.
And you should spell your name CIVILIAN, civilian.
Well, that's even harsher than me devoting myself. Well, if the commander-in-chief says so, I've got no choice.
Well, regarding your point about the augment.
Which bar would you prefer? Which one?
There, you're a captain now, just like Seven.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Sorry,
anyway,
John, you were saying.
But if the chat wants to answer too, but for me, I'd probably prefer Quark's Bar, and the only reason I say that is because I actually got to walk through representation in the Las Vegas Hilton when they had a Star Trek convention there, and that was cool. And the Quarks thing was just totally awesome. So, but they were expensive.
That does sound like fun.
It was fun. They were expensive.
I just
we
wanted.
didn't have Latin though. Yeah, we had to pay with credits. I didn't know where to get the credits. I want a beer. Where to get the credits?
Tokyo, talk about the spelling for civilian in the StreamYard chat, please, because I haven't got YouTube up right now.
I was giving your two options you were talking about, captain, civilian, recruit, whatever your rank is. The problem with if you just say that, because they updated the Klingons in the motion picture and we're just supposed to think of that as a visual reboot. Well, I never really liked that idea because if you start doing that, you can start disregarding all kinds of stuff from TOS. And you could basically use that as an excuse to change the look of the Enterprise, for example, which is exactly what they did in Discovery and Strange New Worlds. So I like what they did with the augment virus on Enterprise because it shows that no, you can't just ignore the way things looked in TOS.
Okay, then that's fair enough. That's a good point. So, okay, we don't ignore Enterprise, but we can ignore Strange New Worlds because that's all kinds of bad excrement crazy anyway.
I totally agree with that.
Okay. So,
I'm curious. Have they done? Like I said, I have seen Strange New Worlds, but did they introduce a Klingon or two or something in the first season?
No,
but in the trailer they just released for season 2, they're showing sort of TNG style Klingons.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be original series
Oh,
type
and the
cleanup.
Kirk actor is.
That was my
I'm not-
argument
I'm
that
sure
they
the
should have
guy's
been.
great. Like, I'm sure he's fun, but he's not Kirk.
No,
He
he's
looks
not
more
Kirk.
like- what's that?
He's not Kirk. You're
I
right.
mean, he looks more like Jerry Lundegaard from like Fargo, you know, the car salesman. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Kirk at all, though. Yeah. Ah,
I think
yeah.
we can get to the true code.
I easily solved the problem for myself. I quit watching Discovery and Picard a long time ago. Well, that's pretty
Smart
cool,
move.
Multi-Gun Man, except that I haven't even watched either series because I just don't have the access to the Paramount Plus or anything. And besides, they charge us from Canada, and they're in the United States, which is really weird. So
Fair enough.
Andor is amazing, though.
Can I just ask Tokyo, does he approve of my latest name change?
Gorilla, you're
If
never
you just-
ignored. Stop that.
Or
I'm kind of answering.
Gorilla
something,
and
trying to help out.
Thomas and Multi-Gambin just said bees in their bonnets. Tokyo, are you there?
What did Tokyo Trucker say to Multi-Gun Man?
Not that
Because
one.
I think he's the one and two out of
Can I
10.
show Tokyo what I'm talking about? He changed it.
I'm not going to let you yourself. Yeah, let you do that to yourself, rather.
Well,
I
I
like
did
that.
go into
Captain. Cool. Yeah.
I did go into negative territory, so I think it's only fair. Hang on, here's the
Yeah, there it
multi-gender.
is. Yeah, he took season 1 and 2 out of canon, kept 3 of Picard in isolation. Part 1 had clean orcs. Clean orcs. Okay.
I missed that. There were Kling orcs in Picard.
I didn't see any Klingons.
I don't recall that.
Well,
No.
only in a certain.
I do try to put it out of my mind. So, if they did have Kling orcs in season 1, I
You know what my
believe you.
favorite scene in Picard season 1 was when the girl and the guy were like walking sliding barefoot on the Borg cube for like 10 minutes. Like, why? You remember that?
Yeah, that was
Kind
They
of
were on a
that.
stupid.
date on a Borg cube. Oh, they had a bedroom on a Borg cube. They had beds on a Borg cube. I'll tell you what I did like. I'll seriously tell you.
Well, the Romulans went onto that Borg cube. I mean, they kind of changed.
Yeah, I know. It
Interior?
just seemed weird to me. I didn't hate that, but it just was weird. You know what I did like, though? I did like when he went to that one planet and met up with Riker and Troy. I like those scenes for the most part. I like their daughter, Kestra.
I think that was the only really good episode.
I could have done without the action subplot when they cut back to Elrond. When they what's his name, Elrond? The elf looking guy with the bow with the sword. I didn't like that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when they had Kestra there and she kind of like really admired the android because it reminded her of Data, that was great. I like that stuff.
Yeah, Toby, I completely missed it. And you're cutting out again, Mikey.
Right.
I'm doing
Well, anyway,
something here.
plug-
Sorry. I'm doing something here that Tokyo will really like. Hang on.
You should be proud of Tokyo. He just made the fleet captain, crewman.
That wasn't Tokyo. That was the professor. Tokyo,
Hello.
I see.
Tokyo completely discharged me.
Hey, John. John, can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
Next time when I come back next week, can I make myself the captain of the red shirt?
Sure.
Can I be the captain of the red
You
shirt? Or like a commander of the
can-
red shirt?
You
Yeah,
can
it's
be
fine with
anyone
me.
you want.
Okay, cool.
Professor
had to wrap it.
John, please don't change it. I want to show Tokyo that I was listening.
Hey, our Mercer.
Hello.
There's Mercer.
Have a good night,
I loved your
Multigun.
cat, Nermal. She was
Thank you.
so cute.
Thanks for joining us, Multigunman.
Thank you. She's sleeping now on her bed. I could try to get a picture. Hold on.
See you, Multigun.
She's up there
Good night,
sleeping.
Multi-Gunman.
See her up there sleeping?
Yep.
Nice to be not ignored anymore, Multigunman.
So I don't want to wake her up. She's sleeping.
Tokyo, you prove. Well, maybe I can.
Normal's the most spoiled cat you can imagine.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
looks like
can.
she's sleeping in a DS9 housing project. Doesn't it
Yeah.
kind of look like DS9? Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it kind of does. It's
That's what I was saying.
I've seen cat trees that look like Deep Space Nine. Mine doesn't, but it's kind of similar.
Yeah, we have a very small tree for Moon Pie and Deja Vu, and they share it. And I actually have a small thing in my desk. You can't see it, but down here, there's this little cubicle, and cats use it. So they have different places they go nodding off and sleeping. It's kind of cool.
Normal's everything. She's my only cat, and I like her.
Yeah, we've had Moon Pie for 6 years, and it'll be 3 years coming in December for Deja Vu. So
Yeah, Normal is 6 as well.
cool. Yeah. Yeah, and well, I guess what's going to happen? I thought the post-credit scene with Jack and Q was cool.
Oh,
I thought that was cool.
Yes, Jack and Q was a very good scene, and I'm so glad that Q is still alive in some sense because I really hated.
It could have been Q from before he died. He could have.
Yeah, I really hated when Q died. So it's so good to have him back.
I don't.
And-
that's the thing about
and
Q
you-
Continuum. When they die, they just die. Is that it, or they get reincarnated? That's the whole thing.
Well, Picard season 2 was the only, apart from in the form of punishment. He's in the one suicidal void. He was the only one that died of old age, which I really didn't like in Picard season 2. So I'm glad they sort of, for all intents and purposes, they undid that at the final of season 3. And to be completely honest, you couldn't have a complete farewell of Team G Crew without having Q there. So I'm so glad he was there.
Well, that leads me to my next question. If they had that show that everybody's talking about called Star Trek Legacy with Raffi, Seven, Jack, and that Enterprise, with Metalis running it, would you guys be interested in watching it?
Hell yes.
No way, shape, or form.
I'm not
I would.
interested.
What about
You
you,
like
John?
the reasons?
You're
Is that
not
whether you
interested?
like it or not?
I said no. I would not be interested in that show.
Why not?
Okay. I would be. I don't particularly like Raffi, but I would like to see the adventures of Seven and Nine and Jack.
Well, I'll say for myself, honestly, if I was able to get it, I'd probably watch the very first episode, but then I would probably try to determine from there if it's worth watching or not. I usually have to see the first pilot episode.
Well, that's fair enough. You can't really judge it without seeing it, so that's fair enough. Oh my god, it's a horrible scene, but thank you for finding it, Tokyo. I'm so sick of Klingons.
Tokyo, I'd have to go. First off, I don't take Truck Movie as a canon source. They may be correct on it, but I don't know if that's really true. Number two, that is so small and dark. It's really hard to tell what that is. So I don't know if that's really a Klingon or
You know what it looks like? To me, it looks like the guy that took off his mask in Discovery Season 3. I can't believe I'm referring to that. They had these bug masks. Remember, they were from Jupiter, and they were the leftovers from the Federation. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's what he looks like to me.
I
can't
seen
even
clear
talk
pictures of
about that.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. In the pilot episode of Enterprise, that Klingon that was in Broken Bow, right, in Oklahoma. Is that what they called it? Broken Bow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you look at the guy off to the left there of Picard, I thought that they might. I'm just saying they might have used some of the clothing that Klingon used when he tried to go, escape to Earth in Broken Bow, Oklahoma, in the first pilot episode of Enterprise. I think he had some of that clothing, if I'm not mistaken. I might be, but
Well, they reuse sets and costumes all the time. I actually noticed in Orville, some of the senators, not the senator, some of the member in the Union Council were wearing Romulan uniforms. They weren't Romulans, but they had the Romulan uniforms that were used in Nemesis.
Really?
Yeah, I
Okay.
have screenshots and everything. They were exactly the same as the Romulan uniforms from Nemesis.
You think Sith would get in trouble for copyright violation?
Somebody probably had access to backstage stuff and they borrowed it or whatever. They're two separate things, but I have screenshots somewhere. I could share them right now if you want. I just have to look for them.
It'll be interesting.
I had a similar moment earlier in this season of Picard when there was that scene where Vadic was using that knife to cut off her hand. The knife looked familiar, so I went back. It's apparently the same knife that Shinzon used in Nemesis, but then somebody else had that.
Yes.
That's actually from Buffy
the one
the
that he
Vampire
used
Slayer.
on his hand. Yeah, the one that he used on his hand, John, to cut himself and stuff. Yeah, I remember that.
Why did he always need to? She always need to cut himself. I never understood that element of the story.
Yeah, they didn't really explain that.
Yeah. And then for that giant head to become the Borg Queen didn't really make sense to me. Professor, I just had a thought a few moments ago that the President Tokyo can't discharge me because he's the president of the Federation. And I said when I first started naming myself different ranks that I was crewman in the Earth Alliance fleet in Earth Force in Babylon 5. So Tokyo has no authority over me. So I'm back to crewman.
You got a point there. You have a point.
So I'm back to crewman, but I'm not back up to leading crewman. I have to earn that next week by not going into negative. What do you think of that, Tokyo? Oh, yes, I did, didn't I? I forgot that. I did, because I joked that you could promote me. Yeah, that's right. Oh dear, I better change it back to civilian. No. You can discharge me from Starfleet, and then I'll just re-enlist in the Earth Force.
There I am, Commander Redshirt.
Now we're just getting crazy.
Commander Redshirt. Yeah, that fits me. I like that. Thanks,
Very
John.
good.
Thank you for the question.
No, I found it. Guys, I found it. I'm going to put it in the private chat. There's a shot from the Orville. Look at the guys in the background. They're
that's a
wearing
slam.
they're wearing the Nemesis Romulan uniforms. If you recall in the beginning of Nemesis when they're having that discussion in the Romulan Senate, I could find a picture of that for you. But if you look at this picture in the background, those two Silayans in the back are wearing Romulan Nemesis uniforms.
Yeah, I see that.
Can somebody share?
The Romulan Council. Yeah, I'm looking at the
They are
Orville
wearing
one,
the
right?
same
Yeah.
uniforms that they are wearing in in Nemesis.
Can one of somebody?
Mercer
see it?
And the one off to
sharing
the
it
left.
yet.
Oh, I don't know
Okay.
how to share it. Can you share it? Present, I guess. I don't know how to do it. Can you
Yeah.
share it on the screen?
I'm not
Well,
sure.
we
No,
can if
I got
you
it. I got
share
it
it.
here,
You have
but
to go to present.
Okay, present. Okay, and then
You can share. If you go to share screen, you can share a browser tab.
okay. I thought you could just download the picture yourself and do it.
I have no idea where it is.
Okay, all right. Share screen.
Is it in? Oh, you put
It's
it
in
in
the
the private
private chat.
Yeah, put it in the private chat. Maybe you could do it from there
Okay, hold on.
because I don't know how to do it. I don't want to screw it up.
and I looked at the alien. Wasn't that alien that's with Seth and with the other guy that's in the middle there? But to the one to the left, does that alien look like
If you magnify the guy in the
yeah?
background,
Does that look like a female version of the where the walls fill alien?
It's-
I don't know, but I just know that
That's
Close.
that's a. Let me find a picture of the Romulan guy I'm talking about from Nemesis.
Yeah, I definitely get what you're talking about, Melissa. And Mikey, I agree that Mocklin uniform is pretty close to Darmok's uniform. I don't know if it's exactly.
Darmok, where
The
the walls
species
fell.
is designed. Yeah,
Right.
the species designed after it too.
Which one are you talking about?
Yes, that's true, Tokyo. Yeah. Chancellor Gorkin's uniform from Star Trek Undiscovered Country. Right, 6.
Wow.
Where? I didn't see that.
I kind of caught a part of it, but it did look like his uniform.
Can someone share it again? Sorry.
I don't think it was
Kinda
in
funny,
that
too.
picture.
I think that's another trivia question is David Warner was out of uniform. He was the Terran ambassador for Star Trek V, and then he ends up playing a Klingon, Chancellor Gorkin in Star Trek 6.
Yeah.
That was it.
Indeed.
Okay, I found a picture. I'm going to do image hosting again.
Okay.
I found a picture. I found a picture I'm looking for. Let me just put it in. You're going to have to share it again for me because I don't know how to do it.
We can do that.
Thank you,
Okay,
brother.
let me. All right, look at this. I'm going to put it in private chat right now.
Professor,
There it is.
Yes, head Q.
if I'm really the Q, I've really got to practice snapping my fingers now, huh?
Oh yes, you're right. You're right. That,
Like, look at
that when you
the
showed us
pattern
ortho
and
and the
everything.
lady in the
It's the
back.
same uniform.
Yes, it's the same uniform. It's the same pattern, Mercer. You're right. You are right. I just took a look at it. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's hard to see in the
Exactly.
shot I gave you for the Orville, but that whole scene, if you look, maybe I can find a better shot from the Orville that has it. But yeah,
So
if you get a clear.
So what you're saying
Yeah.
is Seth MacFarlane borrowed Romulan clothing from Nemesis and had it in that other scene that you showed us.
I wonder if CBS. I wonder if CBS tried to sue Seth MacFarlane for
They
doing
tried. They can't get away. They can't sue him.
Yeah, that's generic enough to be not specific to Star Trek.
that. Okay.
But I just noticed it one day. I'm
Canon,
like, look at him. Like, that
yes,
looks
please.
familiar.
No.
But you have to like the Orville image. It's like in the background. But if I could get a shot closer, I'll
Right here.
Yeah. You see her back there? Yeah. Yeah, she's got the same outfit. It's the same outfit. I mean, that's right.
I want to see if I can get a clearer shot.
And do you guys recognize the actor that's to the left of Seth? I'm trying to place his name. I think
His
it's
name
Edward
is
Cutler.
Victor
I don't
Garber.
think-
His name is Victor Garber, and he was in
Victor
Titanic.
Garber, right. He was in.
And he was also an alias of Sidney Bristow.
Yeah, that's Victor Garber from Jesus Christ Superstar, I think.
And Alias.
Yeah. Victor Garber. Good call.
Was anyone here a fan of Alias? I quite liked it. I know it was corny in places, but I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies and a lot of soap operas. He's kind of that way. Garber. Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He was in, like I said, Titanic, where he played the designer of the ship, Thomas
Oh yes,
Andrews.
the designer of the ship. Right. He sat there he stood there next to the fireplace and was drinking while the ship was sinking.
Well, he stopped the clock. He changed the clock so that it was correct,
Yeah.
so that they'd have a
That was
record
cool.
of it. I think I got a clearer picture. It's the same angle, but I got a clearer picture. Let me see if I could. It's not that much better. That's
Don't
all
worry,
right.
do the best you can, Mercer, and you're learning. I couldn't even get it myself. But I had to open it on another.
There's a lot of little homages that Seth put in the Orville. Like if you watch the episode Disruptors, he actually puts in the phrase 1701 in the holodeck as a holodeck program, as a simulator program.
Oh wow, as an Easter egg. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a simulator number of programs they were using. I think it was 1701, or it was a security protocol, or some protocol was named 1701.
I was
I
going
like
to ask
the
John a quick question. Hey, John.
Yes.
You said that 47 is a prominent number. I might sound ignorant, but what's its prominence really? What about 47?
in every episode of TNG.
Yeah, if you watch, TNG in
season
particular, I don't know if it's in every episode, but frequently when they'll be saying a string of numbers, the 47 gets used an awful lot.
A lot. Okay.
And Brendan Braga said that he tried to put it in every episode that he wrote, even if it was on the background terminal or something. By the way, I would recommend this, and I've recommended it before, but for anyone who was not here, if you guys are bored one day, I recommend watching Generations and First Contact with the writer's commentary turned on. I think they did both of those movies in one session, and they're hilarious. Watch it with Braga and Moore's commentary turned on. You will have a blast, and you'll learn a lot. The other thing I would recommend, of course, is watching Star Trek 4 with Nimoy and Shatner doing a commentary. That is very, very fun.
Oh, no.
If you haven't done either of those things and you're bored one day, I would recommend watching them.
They both commentate on that? Oh.
Yeah. They do a commentary. Both Shatner and Nimoy do a commentary together on Voyage Home. And then Braga and Moore do a commentary track for both Generations and First Contact, which they both wrote. And it sounds like there are hints that they did them both at the same session. So it's like once you watch one and you pick up with the other, it's almost like they're just continuing the commentary as if you'd been watching.
That sounds cool, Mercer. Thanks for the recommendation.
Yeah. Like for example, when they start First Contact, they start saying, "Well, we went to the meeting again, and Berman told us again that we're going to write this movie." So it's obviously they did them at the same time.
Sounds good. Thank you for the recommendation. That's cool.
Oh, you're welcome. And unrelated, one of the funniest commentary tracks I've ever heard to a movie was the director's commentary for Hudson Hawk. That guy is hilarious. And that movie is absurdly everybody hates it. So his commentary track is very funny.
By the way, that's one of Bruce Willis's worst films he ever did.
I love that movie. I don't care what anyone says. That movie's freaking great. I love it. I think it's terrible, but I love every second of it.
Mercer.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a little better comparison image.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
That's it. That's really good.
I tried to get a better shot of that girl in the back, and I had a couple of good ones.
Well, I was able to make the one from the Orville bigger.
Yeah. To me, it looks like the same
Color
uniforms.
nerds. It's cool.
The,
Yeah,
no
it's-
denying that it's the same uniform.
yeah, the resemblance is striking. It
I have
definitely
another
is.
good picture. Hold on.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Gorilla. Thanks
Night,
for
Gorilla.
joining
Oh,
us.
good night, Gorilla.
I have another good
Dear
one.
girl.
Hold on a
Good
second.
night, Gura. Gura.
Hold on.
What do you think my first action as head Q should be?
Wipe Discovery from existence.
Please.
Hang on, are you watching my fingers? Done! It's no longer just.
I don't even think that Star Trek
Right,
Discovery should
right,
even exist.
what do you want me to do next?
Try this picture, Brainy. Try the picture I just put up. It's basically might be the same picture you used.
I know what.
I
I
just
know
used
what
your
else.
picture.
How much are you gonna beg me not to wipe Enterprise from existence?
My God.
Look at
Are
that
you
view.
regretting making
Your
the
head
head
view?
Q now?
I got 18 cents for you. So in New Zealand money, that's what, $20,000 or $30,000.
Oh, our economy isn't that stuff. Hang on, I'll go to an exchange calculator now and give you the exact amount.
Yeah, I think that's the best. I think that's the best comparison of knowing that the Romulan uniform's the same. That's probably the best representation there.
Yeah.
How much?
Maybe they got them at a thrift store. They went to the same store. There's a store that sells jackets like that. Here's a story you might not know. It's almost unbelievable.
Isn't that what DC guys? Isn't that what DC Fontana said she did with the original series? That she had to go to thrift stores and stuff. Because
I don't know if that's happened, but here's an interesting story. When they were making the Wizard of Oz, they went to a thrift store to find something for the wizard to wear, like the actual wizard, the guy behind the curtain, like a suit, like a nice suit. And they found it because he had a very small stature, so they found a particular suit that they liked. And when they brought it up to the register, it was donated by the author of the book Wizard of Oz.
Right.
Baum.
I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right,
they knew it was the right
Baum.
uniform. Yeah, they knew it was the right uniform as soon as they found that out.
Jim, how many
cents? Sorry, and I just said no worries. He said I was in mid thought.
I have 18 cents for
what
you.
I was just saying was about DC Fontana. Was all I was saying.
Okay, I'm confused. So you just gave me 29 cents, 29 New Zealand cents. I think
More than enough money.
I think you're gonna have to up the bribe.
It's so strange to me how the last season of Mandalorian looked very cheap compared to earlier seasons and compared to Andor. Like the visuals and looked okay, but the sets and the costumes looked very cheap for Mandalorian this season.
Until the final couple episodes,
I think Grogu. The only thing I really like about the Mandalorian is the fact that Yoda is a tiny little baby Grogu, and I'm happy with that.
Well, it's not Yoda, it's Grogu.
Yeah.
Right.
Bastard love child.
How quickly your view changed, Professor.
Yoda.
Or was it John changed? One of the others. How quickly the mighty have fallen. All right, I won't erase it from existence. I'll just put it in the parallel universe. Done.
Rod, welcome back. Have you guys heard about Star Trek 4? Any new?
All right, I change it back. Yeah, I've changed it back. There you go.
Lady Crewman. There we
go.
go.
Star Trek 4?
Yeah. Have you heard anything about Star Trek 4 Resolute? What Chris Pine and those guys are going to do now that they, I guess, partially in verbal
All
agreement that
rumor.
they want to do it?
Not in quite a while.
Yeah.
Last I
They-
heard that Pine was trying to get out of any connection to it.
They want no connection?
I heard he's been waiting to do it.
Yeah, but I find
It's
it hard
all
to
rumor.
find
I do-
Statements, yeah.
Yeah, Pinewood Studios, I find that hard that they would deny doing it or wanting to do it.
It's
Just
not
me, I
exactly
guess.
profitable for people who
We're not
Paramount-
talking about Pinewood Studios. We're talking about Chris Pine playing Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Pine. Oh, okay. Playing
Says
Kirk.
anyone
Yeah.
who's partnering with Paramount at the moment aren't exactly confident that the checks are going to clear.
Wow. Where have I heard that?
It's a shame because I like Paramount a lot. I'm so
They
disappointed
used to
that
be
they're
a
going to
good
make a
studio.
show with what's her face. I really don't like what's her face, Michelle Yeoh.
I don't like her either.
31 movie. Did you hear about that? Did they actually do? They're doing a Section 31 movie.
They want to, yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, they just announced it the other day.
Section 31.
Well, to be fair, I haven't seen Michelle
Yeah.
Yeoh in any other roles, so instead of disliking Michelle Yeoh, it's probably just her character that I don't like.
Yeah, they just announced it. Like they made a big hoodoo about it.
No, I won't be
They did
watching
that
it.
about the series a couple of times over the years.
Yeah, but this time they turned that series into a movie, but it's going to air on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll believe
But-
it when
but-
it actually happens because for the last, well, since Discovery came out, they've been floating everything they can into the media to get people interested. And then that rumor they let out turned into announcement that never happens, that gets canceled and then restarted and back and forth for whatever they think they can throw to the wall and make it stick.
I don't know how they can afford Michelle Yeoh, especially now that she has an Oscar.
They probably
right,
can't.
sure.
That's probably why it's a premiere movie instead of a series.
Honestly, I don't see how
Yeah,
Paramount
it would
could
make sense.
afford to
Yeah.
fill up catering for any show at the moment.
I would like
There
it.
isn't.
As I said before, I would like a series following Seven of Nine and Jack Crusher on the ship formerly known as Titan.
I
know-
wouldn't
I
mind
know-
it. I wouldn't
Sorry?
mind it if I wouldn't mind it as long as they got rid of Raffi.
Yeah, Rafi is annoying.
It should be Shaw, Seven of Nine, and Jack Crusher.
Unfortunately, Shaw's dead. I suppose they could bring him
I
back.
realize that.
Yeah. I suppose they could bring him back by some time travel trickery.
Yeah. I really can't make a call on Ralphie or the actress that plays her because I don't know. You know, she just
Sorry, I
seems like she's
bumped
just
the
there.
wrong button.
Yeah. The writing for Raffi has been so bad since the beginning, and it's hard to judge her on her
It
actual
was-
talent.
Somewhat better season 3, but still.
And
He seems like a cool person.
having your girlfriend as your first officer is a bit of a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still in a relationship. I don't think they really stated that.
Oh, okay. I mean, I have no problem with
Who
their,
knows?
I have no problem with their relationship, but if that's
That,
the case,
having your ex as your first officer is bad enough.
yeah, I don't mind
Well,
the
they're pulling a
relationship.
Norville.
But if they want, I mean, that's why Kelly said I can't get back with Lisa because she posed the very
Did Seven-
real scenario of having to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
in
then
Picard,
Orville, let's
the rest
be
of it-
fair,
Hey,
she had to pull some strings.
Go ahead, Mikey.
I
Sorry,
was going to
Mikey.
say Resolute in the Picard series. Did they ever mention what happened to Chakotay, originally Seven of Nine's partner? I'm guessing.
Well, have you seen Prodigy?
No, I haven't. I don't get Prodigy.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
You can tell me though. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna reveal his fate, but Chakotay is in Prodigy.
Okay.
And we don't
It
know his
mentioned in
ultimate fate.
Prodigy.
'Cause I
Sorry,
don't know if
Visual.
you were said about him or what happened to him in Picard. So I don't know.
I don't think he was mentioned in Picard.
I bet you they wanted to get
No.
Janeway in Picard, but they settled with Tuvok when maybe she wasn't available to do the cameo.
Right. Probably.
You know, that just is what it feels like. It feels like that scene was written for Janeway.
Yeah, because she's an admiral, right? So
Yeah.
I like seeing Tuvok and
yeah, the
Picard.
cameo scene was.
I didn't mind
Yeah,
seeing
yeah.
him, but
Hey Mercer, in that cameo scene, was Tuvok an admiral? Was he an admiral?
I think he was an admiral. Yes.
No, he was a captain.
No, he was a captain.
Okay. I did like see.
Oh,
I like.
captain. Okay.
I like when Tuvok
Captain, yeah.
cameos. I remember when he cameoed in Deep Space Nine. You remember that episode?
Yes.
There's a good Jeopardy question for you. When
Well, here you
Tuvok
go.
cameoed on Deep Space Nine.
He was also in a.
I don't
He was also
remember.
in a sci-fi.
Was it
I
Tim
don't know if
Russ?
you guys were old enough to.
Oh no,
I don't know if
Russ,
you
Tim
guys
Russ.
were old
not
enough to
Tim
remember
Russ.
this.
Tim
Tuvok.
Russ, not as
Well,
Tuvok.
Tim.
No,
he was Tuvok.
He was
but
Tuvok, and he was in
Not-
Deep Space Nine.
He was
he was mirror
Tuvok, to be exact.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I'm
Yeah,
not remembering it.
Tuvok,
And
yeah,
he wasn't Tuvok.
was the. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
no,
ahead,
you're
go ahead,
right.
I would say
Mikey.
that Tim Russ, who played Tuvok. Yeah. Well, I acted. I was an extra in the one season series back in 1987-88 called The Highwayman, and Tim Russ was in that. And this was way before he decided to play Tuvok on Voyager later on. And I met him.
Oh, that's cool.
Say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
Nice.
this
That's
cameo
cool.
in the Orville. Did you see his cameo in the Orville?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that was good.
And I saw a YouTube video that Tim Russ did where he was like, it's like a minute long. I'll put a link to it. It's like a minute long. He's just talking. Oh, you got to see this thing. Really short. Here, let me see if I can get it for you. Yes, here it is. This video is like it's 25 seconds long. You guys will like this. There it is. 25 seconds long. Tim Ross at his best.
I'll watch it later. Unless you want to share it on the stream. Okay.
Yeah, it's only 25 seconds. Yeah.
I'll leave that up to
there's
John
the link.
if he wants to do that.
I'll say that he put the link in the private chat. So anybody gets anybody wants to look at, they can check it out whenever
Yeah.
they have a chance.
It's just a little link. He's basically talking about Spaceballs.
Okay. Was he in there?
Doing-
Well, yes, he was in Spaceballs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
He speaks the line that most people know from that movie.
Yeah, he's got the most memorable single line.
He's got it in the. Yeah, I just saw it. Thanks, Mercer.
Yeah, and he was also in Die Hard.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a funny video, and I saw it on Facebook, and then I found it on YouTube. He was also in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah. He was. What role did he play in that, though? I forget.
I forget. He was a government dude. He had a suit and tie. I don't remember who he played. He was a government dude. He was
Okay.
trying to prevent the blackouts. I don't remember who he played.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I think you're
I don't
right. But like I said, I forgot the character he played in that.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the characters by name in that movie. I just remember that Bruce Willis and that girl fight, and she gets shoved down an elevator shaft.
Like,
Oh, we lost John. Back, John.
no, I was going to mention.
And you're breaking up, Mikey.
Look who it is.
I know, man.
Look who's on top of her throne. Normal.
The opening title credits. The opening title credits of The Highwayman. He's towards the end. You see him on the right-hand side, and he's standing there with a really nice white suit. He just kind of, he was the techno mechanic on the series for the one season they lasted. So, yeah, he was a really nice man. A very nice gentleman. That's my story from him. So,
Mikey, you see my little cat?
yes, Normal. What are you doing up there?
She's princess.
She looks very regal up there.
Yeah, she does.
I hope she's not recreating Titanic. I'm the queen of the world.
Yeah, that would be bad if she did that. That's her spot, though.
Yeah.
I think our YouTube chat has crashed. No one's been typing for 15 minutes now.
Let me see if I can type. Hold on.
I was joking about the crashing. I just don't think anybody's typing.
The last person I saw was Tokyo Trekker, who said, "Sorry, Mikey."
I'm so glad they're going to make a season 2 of Andor because I love season 1.
Ah, there you are. I see you, Professor. Hello. Yeah, you're there. I see you. So it's still working.
You know what's so weird to me? That Tuvok.
I figured it was.
The Tim Russ played the guy on the Enterprise B from Generations.
Yes.
It's Tuvok. Like, it just looks and sounds like Tuvok, except for he doesn't have the pointed ears. And I'm thinking, like, it's so weird that they put him in that movie. Like,
but then he had before.
Oh, I know, but now that it's all out, it's like I just every time I hear him talking, and like I said, if you watch the commentary for that movie, when he comes up with his line, like they're in a state of temporal flux, the writers just kind of say, "Oh, brother," because they're like they're so ashamed.
They
of that
did correct that in Voyager. That is canonically him.
What?
That is Tuvok. They corrected that in Voyager when he's jumping back in his memories.
No, that was the Enterprise that was not the Excelsior that he was in, not as Tuvok, but that was in
Generations.
It was
he was on the Enterprise B.
He was in the Enterprise B.
And he had no pointed ears.
And it wasn't Tuvok.
He was also the dude that Picard beat up in Starship Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But like what he said, they're in a state of temporal flux. First of all, that's so Tuvok. And secondly, like the writers on the commentary, when he says that, their reaction is just like, "Oh, brother, we really write that."
I had a question. Was that now I know Michael Dorn played Worf, right? But the thing is, was that really Worf as the guy that was defending McCoy and Kirk in
not the same Worf. It was Worf.
It was his grandfather.
Yeah.
His grandfather. Oh.
Colonel Wolf.
I believe it was Michael Dorn though.
Yeah,
it was Michael Dorn.
And they skip generations like Duras and the son of Duras, and then it goes back to Duras. So same with Worf, son of Moog, son of Worf, son of Moog. They just use the same two names for generations, and they just alternate.
Okay.
Because that's how they did it in Enterprise too.
You're right. So that was his grandfather. Okay, cool. I thought for sure, like when I saw Worf and I said, "Wait a second, that's got to be his relative. That can't really be him." Hi, Normal. He's so cute.
It looks like John is coming back in. Trying to, anyway.
Come on,
back,
John. Here.
Welcome back, John.
Thank you. Sorry about that. My internet just went out.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry to
no.
hear that, John.
Wow.
Damn
Yeah.
technology.
Well, thanks for taking care of it while I was gone, Professor.
No problem.
Look at my normal.
Oh, normal. It's so cute.
John, did you want to wrap up?
Yes, I was going to say I was thinking about it anyway, but now it'd probably be a good time to go ahead and wrap up the session for tonight.
Okay.
Well, have fun
Okay,
next
John.
week. I won't be here. If with any luck, I'll be flying on the Millennium Falcon, going to Kessel Run. Say
In
goodnight,
less than
Normal.
12 parsecs.
Less than 12 parsecs, yes. Hopefully. And I'll
We
be
wish you luck on your journey.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, have fun, Ruth.
Have fun. Have
I
fun.
look forward to it. Be a once in a lifetime experience for me because I don't plan on going back there. But yeah. Say goodbye, Normal.
See you,
Bye,
Normal.
Normal.
Bye, Normal.
Hear ya.
Oh, John, you have the floor.
Yeah, if you guys
That's
are
what I say.
interested, Gorillas.
I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us, both during the game, in the
I was gonna
chat,
say, if
on
you
the
guys
panel.
are interested, I'm probably going to be there with. I'm going to be there with Gorilla tomorrow when he reviews Spaceballs because I own the movie and I think it's one of the most hilarious
Well, look
sci-fi
for Tim
comedies
Russ.
ever. Maybe the short.
Don't forget about a question of Trek tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern.
4:30 Eastern. Okay. Which is my
I
time.
think there was a lag because John was trying to
Yeah,
wrap up, but
you're
I
right.
don't think Mikey realized.
John, go ahead.
Go ahead, John.
Thank you. I was just saying thank you to everyone for joining us tonight, both in the chat and on the panel. And we look forward to seeing you again next Saturday at our usual time for the next game of Jeopardy.
Sounds
Is that
like fun.
10 o'clock Eastern when you guys start? I kind of missed it tonight. I missed the
It's
9 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
9 o'clock Eastern. Okay. Next
What state
Saturday.
are you in?
He's in Canada.
Oh,
I'm in Canada. We're on the same time frame. When you say Eastern time, I'm on Eastern time. So,
cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. And Professor, if you don't mind, could you hit the end stream button?
Yes, I will. So thank you for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next week. Have a good night. Don't forget about Question of Trek tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Thanks for having us,
Good night.
John and Professor.
Good night,
Take
all.
care, Professor John.
Good night.
See you guys. Good night.